Alrighty, here's your intro.
Is that till the game's over or halftime?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much.
The following is a presentation of Ad Astra Radio. Since 1986, your hometown sports station.
Are you there, Mitchell? Sorry, buddy.
Road to a championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Coverage of Sub-State Week.
And do we need to adjust our levels at all, bud?
On Ad Astra Radio.
I think we're good. I can adjust from here.
And
okay. Because if you tell me to crank it up or crank it down, I can easily do that.
Or download the Ad Astra
Sounds
Radio
good.
app.
Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hutch are proud supporters of high school sports. And of course we are proud to support our community any way we can. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. We hope you have a fun and memorable and
we can use this to kind of in the pregame.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of Lorraine and 30th in Hutch, or online 24/7 at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Come by. Let's be friends.
Mix 96.7.
Well, good evening. Welcome to Goessel High School as we're on hand for Class 1A Division I Sub-State semifinal action on the boys' side tonight, as we have a doubleheader coming your way tonight on Mix 96.7 KMPK. First matchup will feature the second-seeded Canton Galva Eagles taking on the third-seeded Sylvan Lucas Mustangs. Good evening, Chris Shank, alongside my color commentator, Matt Baxter. And Matt, this is the time of the year that all these coaches and players have worked for all off-season, all season long, to get ready to try to advance to that sub-state championship game.
This is why they play their 20-game regular season schedule. They prepare in the summer. They look forward to it in the fall, and now they want to play one more game.
In tonight's matchup on this boys game, two coaches that have been head coaches for quite some time. When you get into Coach Batchman, this is his 16th season as a head coach for Sylvan Lucas. You look at Canton Galva, long time. He's only been at Canton Galva for 3 years, but he's been a head coach for 27 years. Coach Larry O'Connor, you've got two guys that have been head coaches at a minimum of 16 years, so a lot of X's and O's experience going to be displayed on the floor this evening.
They've been down the road and back, and then down and back again. They're going to know what to do and when to do it, and I'm looking forward to seeing some good adjustments, because I'm sure both coaches will try to challenge the opposition in a different way, maybe a unique way.
Yeah, this evening, Canton Galva advanced to the semifinal game by defeating one of their Wheat State League foes, the Rural Vista Heat. That was back on Friday of last week, 75-38, so they had an easy runaway victory. Sylvan Lucas had a runaway victory against one of their fellow league schools. They're out of the Northern Plains League. They defeated Lincoln 66-42, and I know you did a little bit of research between these two squads on just some of the common opponents.
Well, I was looking on the map. It's about a 90-minute drive between the two communities, and they only have one common opponent, and that was Central Plains. And during the middle of the season, somewhere near the middle, both teams played Central Plains, and both teams beat Central Plains, and both by double digits. Okay,
so the one common opponent, not a lot you can draw from that, because sometimes it's one of those things where somebody blows somebody out, or there was two close games and one blowout, but in this case they both were victorious by similar margins against the same team.
I think in the 1A, 2A brackets especially, you have a lot of common opponents normally, but not in this case.
All right, we'll take our first time out on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7.
Yeah, if you want to turn up Matt's just a little bit, we'll be good.
The fastest wireless network in Kansas. Shop for the latest phones and devices at the best prices.
Canton Lockers has been a top choice for quality meat processing for over 50 years. Gentleman Joe Allen and Miss Nikki have continued the tradition of providing custom meat slaughtering and processing with outstanding reviews. Canton Lockers is known for their insurmountable customer service, first-class meat processing methods, and highly competitive pricing. Visit Canton Lockers at 131 North Main Street in Canton today and let Gentleman Joe, Miss Nikki, and the crew help you put the highest standards of meats on your dinner table tonight.
Every day is a great day for drug and alcohol prevention. If we help kids develop the skills to never start using vapes and other drugs, they will be more successful at sports, school, arts, and other activities. Youth need to know vapes are addictive, drugs can be dangerous, and quitting is really hard. For ways to talk to your kids about these subjects, check out resources at riseupreno.org. Young people who make good decisions and advocate for themselves now will be able to do even more as adults. Rise up, Reno.
For over 80 years, Home Communications Incorporated has served loyal customers across central Kansas. As a technology leader in rural communications, HCI provides quality telephone service, broadband and TV services via state-of-the-art fiber and facilities. HCI also provides customized security and surveillance systems to fit your home or business. Call HCI today, 1-800-362-9336. Home Communications Incorporated, technology that connects you to the world.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for: relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back out to Goessel as we continue the Midway Motors drive to the game. And, of course, Midway Motors has 5 locations across central Kansas to serve you. You can check them out at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. And, of course, we have semifinal action coming your way across the Ad Astra Sports Network, from Class 4A all the way down to 1A Division II. Action coming your way in Class 4A from the McPherson Sub-State. Both the McPherson boys and girls are still on their way possibly to the state tournament. In Class 3A, we've got a loaded sub-state out there at Lions. Tons of ranked teams there that we're covering out there as well. In Class 2A, action coming from just over across the county in Hillsboro. The Hillsboro girls playing tonight. They're trying to punch their ticket for the 2A state tournament, and then the 2A sub-state out at Sterling. And, of course, Class 1A Division I, we've got action from here and from Little River. And then in D2, action from Burton. And, you know, on the way over here, Matt, we were talking about it. There's a lot of good high school basketball played in this part of central Kansas, and that's why, hence, we're covering so many different games in this part of the world.
Well, you think about it, in the sub-state action after every night, you know, boys and girls respectively, but after each evening of competition, there's going to be half as many teams remaining, and so we're still at a point where there's quite a few teams that before we know it, we'll be down to 8 teams per state tournament. Yep,
and so it'll be fun to see how many of these schools can get and punch their tickets to their respective state tournament. So we're going to take one final timeout. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7 KMPK.
To the championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Hutchinson Community College, a reputation of excellence for more than 90 years. Learn more at hutchcc.edu.
I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine.
At Farmer State Bank, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, Farmer State Bank is ready to help you grow your business, and that will help this community grow as well. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Prairie Land Partners has made it easy for you to shop online. Choose your equipment, pick attachments, and even apply for financing, all at jdbuyonline.com. Whether you're looking for a John Deere riding lawnmower, compact utility tractor, utility vehicle, or compact construction equipment, Prairie Land Partners has what you need to get the job done. Get started shopping today at jdbuyonline.com.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
If you're looking for a late starting college class, Hutchinson Community College may have what you need. It's not too late to get enrolled. We have classes starting throughout the semester. Call 620-665-3535 or email myfuture@hutchcc.edu today. For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Hi, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting you all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the Station Coffee and Bakery open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee fixes. Coffee closes at 4, except
15.
on Wednesdays we drink caffeine till 8 p.m. Don't forget about our delicious brick oven pizzas. We are your one-stop shop for your family and friends to gather and enjoy great food and a unique atmosphere. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over to Goessel as we are getting ready to wrap up the Midway Motors drive to the game here. Class 1A Division I boys semifinal action coming your way. Doubleheader tonight. First game, Canton Galva and Sylvan Lucas, followed by the nightcap, which will feature Elyria Christian and Goessel. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at your starting lineups here to begin the game. And we'll start first with the visitors tonight on the scoreboard, which will be the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs. They are out of the Northern Plains League, and they are in their road blacks with red numerals, red writing, and white trim. They're under head coach Jeff Starkey. This is his 5th season at Sylvan Lucas. He's 81-28 and 260 and 101 in his 16th season overall. And take a look at those individual starting lineups. We'll go as follows. Number 4, Drace Walter, a 5'5 junior. Number 11, Harlan Pancost, a 5'9 sophomore. Lane Homewood, a 6'1 junior, wearing number 12. Valden Dahl, a 6'3 senior, wearing number 21. And the final starter for Sylvan Lucas is Matthew Lawson, a 6'2 junior, wearing number 51. Again, they're out of the Northern Plains League. They come into the night 14-6 on the season. They finished 4th this year in the Northern Plains League. And now the starting lineups for your Canton Galva Eagles. They finished 3rd this year in the Wheat State, 15-6 overall. And the starting lineup goes as follows for the Eagles. Number 1, Kaysen Mastry, a 5'10 senior. Number 3, 5'11 junior, Lane McManus. Number 23, Wyatt Collins, a 6'2 junior. He comes in tonight averaging a double-double, 10.1 points a game, 12.2 boards a game. Of course, the senior standout, number 24, Jet Vincent, a 6'3 senior. He's signed to head out to Colorado State on a full ride for football, so he had a considerable season for the Canton Galva Eagles on the gridiron. Also starting tonight, the final starter, the 6' senior, number 25, Garrett Maltby. He's averaging over 12 points a game. Head coach of the Eagles is Larry O'Connor in his 3rd season in Canton Galva, 33-26, 27th season overall after stops at Sharon Springs and Brewster. He's an impressive 372 and 157 all time. Canton Galva's in their home whites with blue writing, blue numerals, and red trim. And we're about ready for basketball action here from Goessel. Of course, we mentioned we've got action elsewhere on the Ad Astra Sports Network, coming to you from the 4A Sub-State in McPherson, 3A Sub-State in Lyons, 2A Sub-States in Hillsborough and Sterling, the other 1A Division I Sub-State in Little River, and also 1A Division II action from Burton. And we'll have McPherson and Hillsborough dental care updates throughout the game, keeping us posted on how some of these other schools are doing. Of course, there's quite a few other Wheat State League schools that Canton Galva competed with over at the Little River Sub-State, so it'll be interesting to see how many schools the Wheat State can get to the state tournament. Well, thanks to our great Canton Galva sponsors helping to bring you tonight's game. Canton Lockers by HCI, the Mowry Clinic in Salina, the Hub in Mound Ridge, Ag 360 Insurance by Great Plains Federal Credit Union in Hillsborough and McPherson, Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsborough, Prairie Land Partners, Crable's Meats of McPherson, and the Farmers State Bank with locations across McPherson County. And so tonight's game, talking a little bit about it, they had the common opponent, similar results. It'll be interesting to see who has enough mojo to try to get to that championship game. Again, the winner of this game will take on the winner of the late game tonight, which features Goessel and Elyria Christian. So if Canton Galva is able to advance past this game, they will see one of their league foes coming up in the championship game tomorrow night here from Goessel.
In that later matchup, we have a couple more teams with winning records. While Goessel doesn't have the number of wins that Larry Christian does, they still have a 10-10 record up to this point.
All right, we're about ready for tip-off. On your radio dial tonight, Canton Galva will be shooting at the left bucket, so they'll be moving right to left. Sylvan Lucas will be shooting at the south bucket, so they'll be moving from left to right. We're about ready for opening tip here. Jumping for Sylvan Lucas will be Valdon Dahl, the 6'3 senior. Jumping for Canton Galva is Jet Vincent. The opening tip will be controlled by the Eagles. On the perimeter near side, Maltby will fire a tray. It'll rattle off the rim. Put back on the way, missed there by Wyatt Collins. And the defensive rebound clearing the glass is Homewood for Sylvan Lucas. With it the other way, taking it all the way to the cup, Matthew Lawson draws the first blood of the game, and it's 2-0 Sylvan Lucas with 7:35 left to go in the first. Man-to-man look here initially for Sylvan Lucas defensively. They work it inside to the post, and getting the first bucket of the night tonight for Canton Galva's Wyatt Collins, the post.
Real nice power move on the block with a drop step and using the glass.
Canton Galva employing some pressure. Sylvan Lucas able to get it down the floor behind the full court press, but not able to finish at the rim is Harlan Pancost. They're going to call a jump ball. The arrow will keep it with Sylvan Lucas here with 7:14 left to go in the first. Set up the inbound underneath their own bucket. Ball's going to get kicked out of bounds off the foot of Garrett Maltby.
Screen the screener inbounds play, but Canton Galva defends it well.
So this time they'll inbound in front of the Canton Galva bench. Out high with it is Pancost. Now near side with it is Homewood. Homewood kicks up top to Walter. Walter near side, back to Homewood. Tough man-to-man, working the dribble now near side Homewood. He's going to take it inside. He's going to get fouled on the block by Wyatt Collins. That's going to be his first personal. It'll be the first foul of the contest for either squad. So this will send, they'll say he was in the act of shooting, Lane Homewood to the line to shoot two. First free throw will rattle off for Homewood. Second free throw for Homewood up and good, so Sylvan Lucas retakes the lead 3-2 off the Homewood make with 6:52 left to go first quarter. Out top with it is Vincent, working the dribble. He'll kick near side to Maltby. So near side wing with it is Garrett Maltby. Now nice strong take to the rack and a kiss off the window. Jet Vincent with his first bucket of the night, and Canton Galva retakes the lead 4-3.
Very nice dribble handoff at the elbow, resulting in a layup.
So out high with it. Near side or far side Homewood. They work it inside. Shot up and good for Matthew Lawson. That's his second bucket of the night. And it's back to a 5-4 lead, or a 1-point lead. Now take it the other end. Great take inside by Garrett Maltby. So the three leading scorers for Canton Galva all with an early bucket. Three on the way for Valdon Dahl. Off no good. Rebound tipped about. It's going to be collected by Sylvan Lucas to keep it with the Mustangs. Now eyeing a three and taking it is Lane Homewood. He'll miss this. Clearing the glass defensively is Maltby for Canton Galva. Near side with it on the wing is McManus. Now a fire shot inside. It'll rattle off no good. Defensive rebound collected there by Pancost for Sylvan Lucas. On the far wing with it is Dahl. And now a travel is going to get called on Drace Walter. I believe that's the first turnover of the game for either squad.
Yeah, some up-tempo basketball. Each team is pretty obvious they're used to making three-point baskets. I think we have about 5 attempts thus far.
So near side on the wing with it is Vincent. Vincent picks up his dribble. They reverse it backside to Mastery. Mastery now near side to Maltby. He'll fire the tray, and you called that shot, Matt. You said they were looking to drop the trays, and Maltby gets his second bucket of the night. It's a 4-point lead for Canton Galva.
That's a really nice set they ran. Had a double screen to result in that three-point basket.
Another turnover forced by the Eagles. Near side with it, Jet Vincent's going to take off from the wing and get called for a travel. That's the first turnover of the night on Canton Galva. And now the first sub of the night, Jace Belts, the 5'8 sophomore, will check in. And he will replace. I missed which player went off the floor for Canton Galva. But anyway, full court pressure being employed. Long lob pass down the floor. Sylvan Lucas will pull up for a three. It'll rattle off, no good. Rebound, defensive board by Wyatt Collins, pushing tempo the other way. 2-on-2 fast break all the way to the block. Shot blocked inside. It was McManus that fired the shot. The shot was blocked. Now Sylvan Lucas with it the other way. Right hand layup up and good. That was Valdon Dole. His first bucket of the night.
Both teams continue to push the basketball.
Now another steal. That's the second turnover of the night on Canton Galva. Lob down the floor. Great job by McManus interrupting the pass. They'll get a pass away. Far side wing shot by Dole. Rattles off, no good. And a foul is going to get called on Dole, I believe.
Yeah, he was over the back. Didn't have position for the rebound. That's a good call by the covering official.
So that'll even up the foul count, one apiece, 9-7 our score, 4:04 left to go here, first quarter play. Now Sylvan Lucas bringing some full court pressure, but more of the full court man variety. They set up in the half court. Works inside to the block. Shot on the way, missed by Collins. It'll rattle off, rebound collected by the Mustangs. Up top with it is Homewood. Now work inside to the post. Lawson, he's going to get shoved in the back. Foul is going to go against Noah Collins. That'll be his first personal.
It's pretty evident in the half court set when things slow down. Sylvan wants to get the basketball in Matthew Lawson's hands, and when they have done so, it's paid dividends.
So set up an inbound underneath their own bucket for Sylvan Lucas. They'll find Lawson now out on the perimeter to Pancost. Pancost up top to Carter Johnson. Out high, Dole with it. He'll kick it out to Lawson. Canton Galva still in the man-to-man. Lawson down the right lane line. Shot off the window, and it's going to be waved off. There'll be the third turnover of the night called on Sylvan Lucas.
Sylvan in that man-to-man offense, they have a 5-out, and rather than a pass and cut to the basket, it's more of a dribble penetration attack to the basket.
So Canton Galva with possession now off that turnover with a chance to add to their one-shot lead. 9-7 our score. 3:11 left to go here first quarter. 1A Division I boys semifinals. Floater baseline rolls off for Vincent. Defensive rebound collected by Pancost. Down the floor with it is Dole. Picking up his dribble on the far side is Carter Johnson. He's in some trouble. Great defensive effort that time by Canton Galva's Jet Vincent as he denied the pass into the crowd.
They allow that ball reversal, which is a good thing for Sylvan, but then at the point that it reaches the wing, there's a lot of man-to-man denial.
Far side with it is Homewood. Homewood working one-on-one, Euro step, floater, 8-footer, missed in the paint. Put back on the way, rolls off the rim, and Jet Vincent will clear the glass for Canton Galva. Far corner with it is Belts. Belts, long pass near side to Noah Collins. Collins will call for the screen, now get back to Belts. 2:22 left to go first quarter, still 9-7. Vincent picks up his dribble, now dishes to Collins. Collins takes it, left lane line, shot rolls off, no good. Rebound defensively, Carter Johnson. Now up the floor with it, Dole. They'll reverse over to Carter Johnson. Johnson now up top to Pancost. Here on the near side with it is Homewood. They'll go to the near corner to Johnson. We talked about it, they're going kind of with that 4-out, 1-in. Down low calling for the ball is Zach Ryan. He hasn't touched it this game. Now an errant pass is going to go into the backcourt. Jet Wilson's going to run it down. Lay in good. Jet Vincent now with 4 points. Great run out there for Vincent.
Impressive man-to-man pressure in the half court. They are Canton Galva's making Sylvan pass that ball enough times, and eventually has forced at least 3 turnovers.
And speaking of turnovers, a 4th one forced that time as Jet Vincent just sets up right in front of the scores table, cuts down the lane that one of the guards for Sylvan Lucas had to cut through and just tipped it away, and it goes off of Sylvan Lucas. So a 4th turnover there on Sylvan Lucas.
They're trying to break that press up the sideline, which can be a successful attack, but I don't know. I also like to get that ball in the middle if at all possible.
So running point right now will be Garrett Maltby for Canton Galva. $1:23 left to go here first quarter. 11-7 our score. Working the dribble one-on-one. Maltby takes it down low, misses the lay-in try. It'll be rebounded defensively by Valdon Dole for Sylvan Lucas. 68 seconds left here in quarter number 1. And now a foul is going to get called on Leighton Whitty. That'll be his first personal. 3rd foul of the evening on Canton Galva. So 63 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. Sylvan Lucas will try to chip away at that 4-point lead that Canton Galva currently holds. They'll settle for a lob to Lawson. Lawson will get past Vincent for a moment, but then Vincent using his speed to catch up. 3 launched by Dole, off no good. Rebound collected by Vincent for Canton Galva. 51 seconds remaining. Nice last pass made. Shot rolls off for Noah Collins. Canton Galva faithful are ready to erupt on that one.
Collins has to capitalize on that beautiful bounce pass off the backboard, but then off the rim and out.
33 seconds left. Great pressure on the perimeter being applied by Whitty. Now with the basketball for Sylvan Lucas is Valdon Dole. Dole being pressured by Whitty. Far side reversal will take it to the elbow. Now kick back to the far corner. Zach Ryan. And now a 3 will be launched up and good for Valdon Dole. He's got 5 points to lead all Sylvan Lucas scores, and back to a 1-point game. 6 seconds left. Canton Galva's going to have the last crack here. 3 seconds left. 3 on the way. Misses. Lawson will collect. And we have your score at the end of 1 here in Goessel. It is Canton Galva 11. Sylvan Lucas 10. We'll take a timeout. Be back for your second quarter on the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless.
Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
See Eric Rector in downtown Mound Ridge or call him at 620-345-2700. Ag 360 Insurance, serving the rural communities we live in.
FEMCO is a manufacturing leader in quality products. From weather protection to rollover protection to sun protection, FEMCO's engineers can produce a top-quality finished product for almost any piece of equipment. FEMCO's years of experience in the safety and weather protection industry will ensure you get a reliable product that satisfies your need. FEMCO, located on West 1st and McPherson, has got you covered. Check out their website at femcomfg.com. Wishing all the area teams the best of luck.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over to Goessel. 11-10 our score. Canton Galva with the lead as we open the second quarter of this boys 1A Division I semifinal game. Over Sylvan Lucas, out with it high. Vincent will lob it inside. His pass is going to be stripped away. Nice strip there by Drace Walter.
Drace Walter with an outstanding help defensive move and clean pick in the top of the lane.
So they'll work it. Far side with it is Homewood. Both teams running the man-to-man. Homewood will get past his defender, have a shot blocked inside. Coming up with the loose basketball is Mastery. Now both teams exchanging turnovers there. Little scoop pass near side, 3 on the way for Homewood, off no good. Rebound Canton Galva. Does not have numbers. It was Maltby taking it in strong, but he's going to get rewarded with a trip to the foul line as he tried to take on 2 defenders by himself there.
Well, in the previous possession by Sylvan, Valdon Dole had the turnover, had a 3-on-1 opportunity, chose to pull up for a 3, and I think when he watches that on film, will maybe want to attack the basket next time.
So they'll set up a Canton Galva inbound underneath their own bucket. Mastery to key it in. Kaysen will lob it here on the near side to his teammate McManus. Now running point out high is Maltby. As he backs it to the circle, they'll go far corner to McManus. And now a travel is going to be called on McManus as he takes off from behind the arc. Try to take it down the baseline.
He had his defender up in the air, and if he just takes a little bit more time, he's going to have an advantage at the goal, but took off too early.
South Sylvan Lucas working against the press, and it'll reward Canton Galva with the turnover that time as it was Lawson, I believe, that tried to dump it down the floor to Harlan Pancost, but the pass was too high and sails out of bounds. 6th turnover on Sylvan Lucas here. 3 on Canton Galva so far in this first half. Drive and kick for Canton Galva. Back out with it, Maltby to Jet Vincent. Vincent working one-on-one against Homewood. Now we'll back it out to Maltby. Good spacing here for Canton Galva, I feel like. Now Maltby will take it down the right lane line. He's going to get fouled near the block. I believe it'll be on Lane Homewood. This would be the 3rd personal. That's exactly who it's on. 3rd personal on on Sylvan Lucas. That evens up the foul count 3 apiece. He's on the floor, so he'll set up a Eagle inbound underneath the north hoop here at Goessel. Putting it into motion is Mastery. Out high with it, Maltby between the rings. Works off a loose screen from Vincent. 3 near side by McManus, off no good. Vincent will clear the glass, turn around and score. Jet Vincent now with 6 points, makes it 13-10. And now out high, a couple Canton Galva defenders will bracket Harlan Pancost near the half-court circle. They're going to hit Kaysen Mastery. That'll be his first personal, 4th team foul on Canton Galva with 6:09 left to go here in the first. So both teams picking up a couple fouls here in short order here in the opening minutes of the second quarter. Out high with it, eyeing a fadeaway 3 is Dole. He won't take it. Now what a pass. A no-look over-the-shoulder pass to Matthew Lawson.
He dribbled into his right at an angle and a no-look pass to his left, resulting in a layup.
And now Canton Galva, I tell you what, you get frustrated, they do something, just feed it to Jet Vincent and let him go to work down low, and he kisses it off the window. He's got 8. That stretches the lead back out to 3, 15-12. And now a travel is going to get called on Valdon Dole. Good pressure on the perimeter by Lane McManus, to help force that.
Both teams have a similar offensive attack in the half court. They spread it out and they try to attack the basket, and so far Canton Galva is just a little bit better at doing so.
5.5 left to go here, first half, 15-12. Canton Galva with the lead and the basketball. Now a handoff to Jet Vincent. What a nice play. It'll crawl off the rim, but Vincent's going to go to the line for 2 shots here.
Very nice play. He dribbled up to the free throw line extended with a handoff, after which, shooting here.
Oh, the foul, it was on Pancost.
Okay. Yep, and Jeff Vincent attacks the basket and adds to his point total.
So he is 1 made free throw away from double figures. He'd be the first player for either squad to hit that mark if he can cash this. Second free throw up and good for the Colorado State football signee. Lead now to 5. They get behind the defenders on the fast break. Lay and try up and good for Zach Ryan. The senior gets his first basket night for Sylvan Lucas. That cuts the lead back to 3, 17-14. Kicked basketball, ball loose on the deck. And Sylvan Lucas is going to come up with the loose basketball. That'll be the 4th turnover for Canton Galva. Now another great pass down the floor by Valdon Dole. And he will hit his teammates. That's Harlan Pancost for his first bucket of the night.
Outstanding pass in transition.
He is a great distributor. 17-16 our score. A foul is going to get whistled on Sylvan Lucas's Zach Ryan. That's his first. That'll be the 5th team foul on Sylvan Lucas here at the 4:46 mark. So the fouls incredibly spread out. Not a player for either squad with 2 fouls yet. Maltby will back it out to the Bluebird and G. out at half court for Goessel, and now a carry is going to get called on Maltby in the vicinity of the near elbow.
Good call by the official. That's a penalty that's often overlooked, I think, these days, but that was truly should have been a turnover, and it was.
4:36 left to go in the second. In the backcourt with it is Dole. And Dole, I've been really impressed. He's made some really incredible passes here in this first half.
He's the leader on this team. While he finds his teammates near the basket, they're expecting that pass.
Long board, he'll miss a three. McManus will board it for Canton Galva. Now down low with it is Wyatt Collins. Shot on the way, won't go, and an offensive foul is going to get called on Canton Galva. They'll whistle the foul on Lane McManus. That'll be his first personal. 5th team foul on the Eagles, so 5 team fouls apiece for both squads. Eagles still sticking with that full court pressure. This time they slow Sylvan Lucas down. Splitting a couple defenders is Homewood. They'll get it down low to Zach Ryan, who will score his second bucket of the night. He's got 4, and Sylvan Lucas retakes the lead, 18-17. Up top with it is Mastery. Mastery, nice take to the cup, and he'll finish at the rim. Mastery with his first basket of the evening. 19-18, 3:40 left to go in the second. Sylvan Lucas Mustangs with the basketball. They'll get it down to Zach Ryan, short corner. He'll take it in. Trying to defend him is Wyatt Collins, but Zach Ryan scoring again. He's got 6 points, all of them off the bench, as he was not a starter this evening. Mastery in the corner. Now Jet Vincent, fade away, just inside the arc. He'll drop one in. He's got 12 already, and a timeout will be taken by Coach O'Connor. Will take one as well. 3:13 left to go. Second quarter. Canton Galva 21, Sylvan Lucas 20. Back in a minute on KMPK.
For over 50 years, Gentleman Joe Allen and Miss Nikki have continued the tradition of providing custom meat slaughtering and processing with outstanding reviews. Canton Lockers is known for their insurmountable customer service, first-class meat processing methods, and highly competitive pricing. Visit Canton Lockers at 131 North Main Street in Canton today and let Gentleman Joe, Miss Nikki, and the crew help you put the highest standards of meats on your dinner table tonight.
For over 80 years, Home Communications Incorporated has served loyal customers across central Kansas. As a technology leader in rural communications, HCI provides quality telephone service, broadband and TV services via state-of-the-art fiber and facilities. HCI also provides customized security and surveillance systems to fit your home or
10
business.
seconds.
Call HCI today, 1-800-362-9336. Home Communications Incorporated, technology that connects you to the world.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over to Goessel on the HCC Road to Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Chris Shank, Matt Baxter here. Canton Galva with the 1-point lead out of the timeout. Sylvan Lucas with the basketball, under 3 to go, and a pass will sail off the fingertips of Matthew Lawson. It'll be turnover number 8 on the Mustangs.
I'll give Sylvan Lucas credit so far in the the full court against that press. They attack. They're going to try and make Canton Galva pay for pressing them, and so far a good portion of their points have come in transition.
Nice handoff. Jet Vincent's going to get called for the travel. And Canton Galva's got a nice little set going where they get a pass to one of the guards up top, and Jet Vincent just takes the handoff. Yeah, but that time, unfortunately, the made bucket gets waved off because they say he walked with it before he got.
And they've ran that to both the right and left side, and they were just about a half step too early.
Getting ready to go under 2.5 here in the second quarter. Again, Canton Galva with a 1-point lead. Great defensive effort there by McManus. He'll take it up against the defender, Dole, and he'll pull off at the last second. So Lane McManus will get the turnover and the lay-in.
Outstanding pressure defense in the backcourt.
And Dole, a pretty talented guard for Sylvan Lucas, so great effort by McManus on the perimeter. Picking up his dribble out high is Johnson. He'll dish to his teammate, Zach Ryan, who again scores. He's the leading scorer tonight for Sylvan Lucas. He was not a starter. Fadeaway Jet Vincent knocks it down. Vincent now with 14 points. He averages 17.8, so he's going to pass the season average tonight. 25-22. Now another steal. That's the 10th turnover for Sylvan Lucas. All the way to the rim at the other end, Garrett Maltby. And Maltby will miss the shot. He'll get tied up with his own teammate, McManus, which you don't see that every day.
Maltby had a great defensive play, got the steal, and then missed the layup. Retrieved the offensive rebound, but his teammate had his hands on the ball as well, and they did not communicate and resulted in a travel.
So 6th turnover on Canton Galva, 10 on Sylvan Lucas. It's a 3-point game, 25-22, minute and a half left. Up top with it, a 3 on the way for Carter Johnson. He'll miss. Defensive rebound, Maltby for Canton Galva. Mastery down the far sideline, working one-on-one all the way to the cup. He'll lay it in. Kason Mastery now with 4 points, and it's a 5-point advantage for the Eagles, 27-22.
Great move by Mastery. Sylvan Lucas has to make it more difficult for Canton Galva to score.
Out high between the rings. Now Dole with it. He's going to get bumped. They're going to say, I believe McManus got him with his knee as he tried to cut off the cutting Dole. The foul will be on Lane McManus. That'll be his second personal. He will check out. And now Leighton Whitty will check in for the, I believe, second or third time tonight. Under a minute to play, 5-point game, second quarter, 27-22. Sylvan with the basketball, Sylvan Lucas, excuse me. Walter works it down low. Lawson has it poked away. And they will keep it with Sylvan Lucas with 49.2 left to go here in the second quarter. Now a lob into the paint will be stolen away. Jet Vincent with it. He's showing that top end speed. Goes past a couple defenders. Left side lay-in. Miss. Rebound collected by Homewood for Sylvan Lucas. Now ball loose on the floor. And it would have been Maltby that just got run through. Now Jet Vincent will fire a tray. It'll rattle off no good. And losing the handle on it was Leighton Whitty. And both teams kind of playing some up-tempo, maybe not as taking care of the basketball as either head coach would like there. That kind of last 20 seconds.
Extremely up-tempo, and before you know it, we look up at the score clock, and the half is almost over as these teams finally slow down with Sylvan in the half court.
17 seconds left. Good effort by Maltby. Nearly gets the steal. They get it down to Lawson off the window. No good rebound pulled in by Maltby. Down the floor to Vincent. 7 seconds left. Euro step. Vincent shot up in good for Jet Vincent. The lead has ballooned to 7, and we're going to hit the half time with the Eagles with their largest lead of the evening so far. Your score at the half: the Canton Galva Eagles 29, the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs 22. We'll begin our halftime report. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7.
More of the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented
This is a
by
4-minute
Next
break.
Tech Wireless. Next Tech Wireless, the fastest wireless network in Kansas. Shop for the latest phones and devices at the best prices.
Stop by Heston Bakery and Cafe, Heston's hometown cafe, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. Open every day of the week. They serve an assortment of baked goods, specialty coffees, sandwiches, soups, salads, and desserts for dine-in, carry-out, and for all your catering needs. Stop in and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere, or view the menu and order online for convenient quick pickup at HestonBakeryAndCafe.com.
Every day is a great day for drug and alcohol prevention. If we help kids develop the skills to never start using vapes and other drugs, they will be more successful at sports, school, arts, and other activities. Youth need to know vapes are addictive, drugs can be dangerous, and quitting is really hard. For ways to talk to your kids about these subjects, check out resources at riseupreno.org. Young people who make good decisions and advocate for themselves now will be able to do even more as adults. Rise up, Reno.
Well, coming up on Saturday on 94.7 KSKU, the KU men's basketball team has clinched the Big 12 championship for the 17th time under Bill Self as Texas fell to TCU, but that still sets up one big final matchup in the regular season as KU wants to take good momentum into the Big 12 tournament and defeat Texas. They will play the Longhorns in Austin, and you can hear pregame coverage starting with the Crimson and Blue pregame show starting at 1:30. Tip-off is at 3. The K-State Wildcats finish off their season on the road in Morgantown, West Virginia against the Mountaineers. The 11th-ranked Wildcats now 23-7 overall after their victory over Oklahoma. They're 11-6 in Big 12 play. They actually jumped up to the number 2 seed in the Big 12, so they'll want to hang on to that, and it will give them a better chance at getting the number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament as well. The Wildcats and Mountaineers tip off at 1 o'clock. Also coming up on Sunday, the Wichita State Shockers close out their regular season. Shockers play host to South Florida at Koch Arena, and a victory would lock up the number 6 seed in the AAC tournament for the Shockers. Shockers coming off a loss that snapped a 5-game road winning streak for Wichita State as they fell to the number 1 seed Houston Cougars 83-66. And you can hear the Shockers versus South Florida on Kansas Rocks 100.3 as pregame gets underway at noon. And of course, we'll have plenty of coverage from Hutch CC's Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless as it's Sub-State Championship Saturday, and we'll be on various sites for girls and boys Sub-State Championship games for the right to go to the state tournament starting next week. We'll have our complete schedule out, and you can check that schedule using the AdAstraRadio.com website or the Ad Astra Radio Facebook page and our Ad Astra Radio Twitter handle. I'm Scott Miller with a look at your halftime sports. Let's get you back out to your Sub-State playoff games.
I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine.
Even though I've moved out of state, I can still bank locally with Farmer State Bank using my online services. I use all of the electronic options Farmer State Bank offers without ever even visiting the lobby. Member FDIC.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know exactly what you need. That's why for 80 years at Farm Bureau Financial Services, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call Farm Bureau agent Luke Bauer in McPherson at 620-241-0225.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over to Goessel, where at the half in Class 1A Division I boys action, it's Canton Galva leading Sylvan Lucas 29-22. And before we take a look at your halftime stats, I want to thank some of our great Canton Galva sponsors helping to bring you tonight's broadcast. If you know any of the folks in any of these businesses, make sure you go out of your way to tell them thank you for helping to bring you Canton Galva Eagle basketball all season long on the Ad Astra Sports Network. They include Canton Lockers, HCI in Galva, Ag 360 Insurance by Great Plains Federal Credit Union in Hillsboro and McPherson, Rod's Tire and Service of Hillsboro, the Farmer State Bank with locations across McPherson County, Prairie Partners, Crable's Meats, the Hub in Mound Ridge, and by the Maury Clinic in Salina, just to name a few. So we'll take a look now at your Hillsboro and McPherson dental care scoreboard update before we take a look at the stats. So in Class 1A Division, 2A action over at the Sterling Sub-State, Berean Academy leading Mound Ridge 22-13. In Class 2A girls from over in Hillsboro, Chase County leading Bennington at 19-14. In Class 1A Division I action out at Little River, Maxville's leading Central Plains 19-10 at the end of one. And in Class 3A boys action over in Lyons, Haven was leading Cheney 14-10 at the end of one. And we'll try to keep you abreast of all the other games going on across the Ad Astra Sports Network throughout the evening as we take a look at the McPherson and Hillsboro dental care scoreboard updates. And we'll get into a look at the stats here and then get Matt's thoughts. So first we'll take a look at Sylvan Lucas. Leading scorer at the half For Sylvan Lucas, Zach Ryan off the bench has 8 points. Matthew Lawson, the post, with 6. Valdon Dole, the guard, with 5 points. And also scoring in the first half, Harlan Pancos has a bucket, and Lane Homewood with a free throw. 12 turnovers in the first half for Sylvan Lucas. For Canton Galva, no surprise here, Jet Vincent came in averaging 17.8 points a game, almost 10 boards a game. He has 16 points at the half to lead all scorers. Garrett Mulby with 5, Kason Mastery with 4 points, and then Wyatt Collins and Lane McManus both with a bucket. 7 turnovers in that first half for Canton Galva. And Matt, your thoughts on that first half?
A fun basketball to watch. Fun first half. 2 well-coached teams. They play together, and I really think they used their strengths to their advantage. Canton Galva kept pressing till the end, and I believe the transition baskets by Sylvan Grove are what are keeping them in the game right now, because when you get in the half court, Canton Galva plays pretty pesky man-to-man defense, and when that ball's picked up off the dribble, Sylvan's having trouble finding the open man. And at the same time, in the half court for Canton Galva, they have some talented athletes. And who am I thinking of here? Their leading scorer is,
for Canton Galva, Jeff Vincent.
Yeah, Jeff Vincent. He's an extremely athletic basketball player, and he can score in numerous ways.
Yeah, and you think about this, too. Think about how many turnovers Sylvan Lucas had where Canton Galva had a run-out try, and they had quite a few bunnies roll off the rim. I mean, Sylvan Lucas has done a good job of getting back to at least get a hand in the face and try to defend it. But you think about if Canton Galva had been able to capitalize on a few more of those, I mean, it might be a 10-point game or more very easily.
Sylvan Grove had a couple of easy misses there towards the end of the second quarter, but Canton Galva had even more. And yeah, you're correct. If they make the bunnies late in the second quarter, they are up by double digits easily.
All right, we'll take one more timeout, send it back to the studios. When we come back, we'll have second half action on the Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7.
This is the Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Hutchinson Community College, a reputation of excellence for more than 90 years. Learn more at hutchcc.edu.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting you all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the Station Coffee and Bakery open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee fixes. Coffee closes at 4, except on Wednesdays we drink caffeine till 8 p.m. Don't forget about our delicious brick oven pizzas. We are your one-stop shop for your family and friends to gather and enjoy great food and a unique atmosphere. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Ag 360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas. Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
See Eric Rector in downtown Mound Ridge or call him at 620-345-2700. Ag 360 Insurance, serving the rural communities we live in.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law is dedicated to offering clients with personal injury claims competent and compassionate service. If you or a loved one was injured in a serious accident involving a motor vehicle or a loved one suffered a wrongful death, we will inform you of your rights and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Call Pyle Law at 620-241-9000 to find out your options today.
Advanced Physical Therapy of McPherson offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties, such as dry needling, orthopedics, and neurological rehab. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. We pride ourselves in one-on-one, goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get you back doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over to Goessel. Boys 1A Division I semifinal action. First game of our doubleheader. Now another turnover for Sylvan Lucas and a run-out try That's turnover number 13 on the Mustangs, and trying to prevent the fast break is Harlan Pankos getting whistled for his second personal, as it was Maltby with the basketball there at the end, not able to get the shot off before the foul. Now Maltby with the catch on the inbound. He'll miss. Rebound, Matthew Lawson for Sylvan Lucas. So both teams exchange empty possessions here to begin the third quarter. 3 on the far side for Homewood will drop in. That's the second tray of the night for Sylvan Lucas. That pulls them back within 4, 29-25. With it out high, running point is McManus. McManus will take it down the left side of the lane, lay it in. We'll see if the foul's on the floor. They will count the bucket, so McManus will get the and one here. The foul will go against Drace Walter, his second.
Very nice move by McManus, and if I'm not mistaken, he did that with his weak hand. That left-handed layup challenged off the glass.
So the lead back to 6, 31-25. McManus with the chance to stretch it out with the old-fashioned 3. McManus will drop it in. And the lead is back to 7, 32-25. 7 minutes left to go here in the third. Two athletic squads trying to punch their ticket to the Sub-State Championship game now all the way to the cup. Shot up and good for Homewood. That's his first 2 of the night. He's got 6 points now, and back to a 5-point game, 32-27. 3 near side on the way for Vincent. Good. And Jet Vincent now with 19 points. He's above his season average with that tray.
Beautiful catch and shoot there on the wing on the right side.
Out high with it is Homewood. Homewood back near side to Pancost. They try to work it inside to Lawson. Good quick hands. The ball will be batted away to Dole. He'll launch a 3, miss it. Now up the floor the other way with it. Jet Vincent. Jet. Turnaround fade away off the rim. No good. Lawson will clear the glass for Sylvan Lucas.
It's a higher level shot there by Vincent. Wouldn't fall.
So 2 minutes down here in this third quarter. 6 to go. 35-27. Far corner with it is Homewood. Now with it on the perimeter, Walter will kick over to the far side to Pancost, and ball will go out of bounds. They'll keep it with Sylvan Lucas, but good quick hands by the Eagles there denying the pass.
McManus with a hand on the ball. He's fun to watch. He gives everything he has on the defensive end.
So inbound, now another quick hand. This time it was Jet Vincent who bats it, and then it'll be last touched by Pancost. So good to see Canton Galva just denying those passes so well.
The pressure continues. That's just as if they were just starting the game back at tip-off.
So McManus with it out high, working one-on-one against Walter. Now travel will get called on Canton Galva. That'll be turnover number 8 on the Eagles. That's their first of the second half, I believe. 5.5 to go here in the third, 35-27. Working the dribble out high, Homewood. Gets to the elbow, fires a shot, rattles off, no good. Vincent will clear the glass for Canton Galva. Down the floor, Maltby. Working one-on-one against Walter. Shot from the baseline, off, no good. Rebound defensively collected by Lane Homewood. 35-27 our score. Near side with it, Walter. Holds it for a long time, dishes to Pancost. Pancost on the hip with it between the rings. Dishes to Dole. Dole will fire the tray, miss. Put back Lawson, miss as well. And they're going to hit Mastery, I believe, with the foul. That'll be Mastery's second. That'll be the first foul of the second half on Canton Galva.
Matthew Lawson did a good job being on the backside of the rim, where if a miss, the ball was probably going to trickle off, and he was there to get the offensive rebound.
So this will be Matt Lawson at the line. Second trip of the evening for a Mustang. He cashes the first free throw. 7 points now for the 6'2 junior. Some substitutions for Canton Galva. Jaden Edgar will check in for the first time this evening. Second free throw for Lawson, rattles off, no good. Long rebound will be tracked down by Dole. They'll work it inside, and Lawson will get the lay-in. He's now got 9 points, 3 this quarter, and the lead has been cut to 5, 35-30. 3 near side, Ediger, fresh off the bench, drains the tray, and the junior making his presence be felt. 38-30 our score, 4:25 left to go in the third. Working the dribble now, picking it up is Pancost. Now Walter looks inside, settles for a pass on the perimeter to Homewood. Dump down to Lawson. Good high-low action there for Sylvan Lucas. And Matt Lawson's in double figures now with 11.
Valden Dole continues to make outstanding pass after outstanding pass.
Now nice, speaking of great passes, Mastery dishes at the 11th hour. I missed who scored that, but Lawson missed at the other end. Now pushing up the floor is Mastery. Mastery in the paint, 5-footer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Dole for Sylvan Lucas. Behind the back dribble as he crosses the timeline. Another behind the back dribble for Dole. Dole now gets past his defender, goes right into the Canton Galva defender. That was Wyatt Collins. He draws the charge, and that gets the Canton Galva crowd on their feet.
Great help defense. Wyatt Collins is halfway up the lane, ready to help, and took on that charge call.
And that's a big foul, as that foul will be Valden Dole's third personal. He's the first player for either squad to the 3-foul mark. And Dole had 5 points in the first half. He is yet to score here in this third quarter. 8-point advantage for Canton Galva. They have the basketball. Mastery across half court to McManus. McManus into the corner to Mastery. Mastery, high post, shot on the way for Collins, off the mark, no good. Long board rebounded by the Eagles. Good ball movement. I think all 5 players touch it. That possession, Mastery takes it in, misses. Put back on the way by Collins, doesn't fall. And a foul is going to be committed on the attempted offensive rebound. It'll be called on Kason Mastery. That'll be his third personal.
Really a good possession by Canton Galva. They attacked the basket, missed a bunny, got an offensive rebound, but missed another 2-footer. And here comes
Sylvan Lucas. And Dole with the floater. That's his first basket of the second half. He's got 7 now. The lead cut to 6, 40-34. 2:50 left to go third quarter. Vincent into the corner. 3 on the way. Jaden Ediger. I don't think he played in the first half, and he's got 2 trays here in this third quarter.
He's batting 1,000 from behind the arc.
Lead back to 9, 43-34. Now travel. Great effort that time by McManus. You've talked about it all game long, Matt.
Once again, credit the man-to-man help defense by Canton Galva.
Timeout's going to be taken. We'll send it back to the studios. Canton Galva 43, Sylvan Lucas 34. Back in a minute on KMPK.
Canton Lockers has been a top choice for quality meat processing for over 50 years. Gentleman Joe Allen and Miss Nikki have continued the tradition of providing custom meat slaughtering and processing with outstanding reviews. Canton Lockers is known for their insurmountable customer service, first-class meat processing methods, and highly competitive pricing. Visit Canton Lockers at 131 North Main Street in Canton today and let Gentleman Joe, Miss Nikki, and the crew help you put the highest standards of meats on your dinner table tonight.
For over 80 years, Home Communications Incorporated has served loyal customers across central Kansas. As a technology leader in rural communications, HCI provides quality telephone service, broadband and TV services via state-of-the-art fiber and facilities. HCI also provides customized security and surveillance systems to fit your home or business. Call HCI today, 1-800-362-9336. Home Communications Incorporated, technology that connects you to the world.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over courtside to the Allen Samuels broadcast booth in Goessel on the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Chris Shank, Matt Baxter, 9-point advantage for Canton Galva. They've got possession. On the perimeter, Ediger. He's really drawing some attention after those 2 trays this quarter. Speaking of trays, a splash from the perimeter by Jet Vincent. He continues to pile up the points. He's above 20, and the lead now the largest of the evening for Canton Galva, 46-34.
I understand why Sylvan gives him a couple feet to shoot, because he is so athletic. When they get up on him chest to chest, he goes by. And therefore, if he's going to hit the three-pointer, I'm not sure how you stop him.
And a foul is going to get called as they Mustangs work it inside. Lawson got it. Foul will be on Noah Collins. That'll be his second as we go under 2. 12-point advantage, Eagles. 3 on the way for Dole. Second tray of the night for Valden Dole. He's in double figures now with 10.
May have gotten away with a moving screen there at the free throw line.
Now take inside. Lawson's going to be whistled for his first foul of the contest. And going to the line will be Garrett Maltby. And Matt Lawson, with how active he is inside, that's just his first foul, so he's played a really clean game. Maltby at the stripe will drain his first free throw. An impressive stat, and I'm going to jinx Canton Galva right now. They are perfect from the line. And I did. 3 in a row until that miss. But the lead is 10, 47-37. Near side with it is Zach Ryan. He was one of the heroes of the first half for Sylvan Lucas. An NBA tray launched by Dole doesn't fall. Jumper from the free throw line by Homewood doesn't fall. Clearing the glass for Canton Galva is Maltby. Maltby, near side wing, goes right past his defender, off the window. Shot no good. McManus in the paint gets hacked, and he's going to go to the line. And McManus will go to the line for the second time tonight.
Great hesitation dribble by Malty, and he got to the point-blank range, missed the layup, and his teammate cleans him up there on the offensive boards.
We had Homewood for a foul in the first half. The board here says he just has 1 as McManus misses the first free throw. Waiting to check in is Jace Belts at the table. Second free throw missed by McManus. Defensive rebound underneath by Homewood. So Canton Galva misses 3 free throws in a row. Inside with it, Dole. Nice pass across the lane to Matthew Lawson, and Lawson will score in an and one.
Dole continues to make outstanding pass after outstanding pass. I think that's about the 4th no-look assist he's had.
And the foul will go against Canton Galva's Noah Collins. That's his 3rd personal. He's the 2nd Eagle to the 3-foul mark, joining Kaysen Mastery. The lone free throw for Lawson rolls off no good. He's 1 of 3 from the line tonight. The lead is 8, 47-39. A tray launched by Ediger will be missed. He'll track down the long board. It was the first miss of the evening for Jaden Ediger. Junior who's hit 2 this quarter alone. With it out high, Maltby at the foul line, picks up his dribble, dumps down to a cutting Jet Vincent. What a finish at the end for Jet Vincent. 49-39. 30 seconds left to go, 3rd quarter. Canton Galva by 10. With it is Lawson. Will dish off in the corner. Now out high to Carter Johnson. A 3 on the way for Homewood will fall in. That's Homewood's 2nd tray of the night. He's got 9. 10 seconds left. 49-42. 3 near side launched by Belts. Rattles off. No good. Rebound Dole. 2 seconds left. Dole will spot up and miss at the quarter. So your score as we go to the 4th is Canton Galva 49. Sylvan Lucas 42. We'll be back for your exciting 4th quarter. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on KMPK.
Lombardi once said, individual commitment to a group effort is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work. I'm Terry Russell, and on behalf of the insurance professionals at Farmers Alliance, I wish success to all our area teams this season. We enjoy watching you compete, and your dedication and commitment to your school and to your sport is a source of pride for all of us. Thank you for representing our community with great sportsmanship as well as great skills. At Farmers Alliance, we're behind you all the way.
I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine.
When it comes to your personal banking, it should be, well, personal. That's how we do business at the Farmers State Bank. Farmers State Bank combines personal service with the modern convenience of advanced technology. Visit any one of our locations in Galva, Lindsborg, or McPherson and see how we take service. Very personal.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back to the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Fourth quarter now underway in this 1A Division I boys semifinal from the Goessel Sub-State. Canton Galva leading by 7. Jet Vincent, who's been the rainmaker, misses that one a little bit short off the front of the rim. Sylvan Lucas with it the other way. Dole will take it in, dump down to the low post, but it'll be stripped away, and Jace Belts with the great steal there for the Eagles. Vincent for 3. Off again, long rebound. It'll go out of bounds. I don't think anybody touched it. I think it hit the rim and just spun out of bounds.
Number 2 for Canton Galva. He tried to get that rebounded off of his left hand, and I'm looking for
Jace Belts.
Yep.
So across half court with it will be Valden Dole. They'll go bring the high post clear out at the top of the key. They'll work down low to the cutting Homewood turnaround jumper, rolls off the rim, collected by Zach Ryan. He'll miss, and Vincent will rebound and get away to Belts. Up the floor with it, Mastery. Working one-on-one against Dole. Dole will back out or back down to the arc. 1 minute down, 7 remaining here. 7-point lead for the Eagles. Mastery, hand off to Belts. Canton Galva looking like they're content to run a little clock here with that 7-point lead. Mastery back out to Vincent. Vincent will set the screen for Mastery. Mastery, nice give and go, and Vincent finishes. Another lay-in for Jet Vincent.
The ball screen in the corner and a great screen and roll for a 2-point basket.
6:20 remaining, 51-42 our score. Sylvan Lucas has trailed for the lion's share of this game. Dole with it, being pressured on the perimeter by McManus. Great pressure. McManus has just played that lockdown defense on Dole. They'll dump it down or try to Lawson. Will go off kind of the arm of Wyatt Collins.
Watching McManus play man-to-man defense, I can assure you not many people would want him on them in the offensive side.
51-42, 9-point advantage. Inside with it, Lawson catches it on the inbound, tries to go up, and they're going to get Jet Vincent for the foul. The Canton Galva faithful not happy with the call. That is Jet Vincent's first foul, thankfully. Unlike last night, I was over watching 2A at Sterling, and Britt Dutton, top 20 scorer in the state of Kansas history, he fouled out yesterday, and when you're the main scorer for a team, you cannot afford to get into foul trouble.
Well, I can assure you the Canton Galva Eagles would not want to have their top player fouled out in the fourth quarter.
Lawson misses both free throws from the line. He's now missed 4 consecutive free throws. Triple nickels on the board, 5:55 remaining, 51-43. Mastery works off a screen. Now up top to Vincent. Vincent dumps into Collins, back out to McManus. Down low with it, Collins on the way. Shot's going to be blocked by Lawson, and he'll come up with the loose basketball. Down the floor with it, Zach Ryan, and he's going to be rewarded with a trip to the foul line. They'll hit Jet Vincent with his second personal foul. So just as we were talking about the fact he only had 1, he's now picked up 2 quick ones. 5:35 left. Inbounding will be Dole. Dole has been a bit of a magician tonight with his passing. And now, speaking of passing, not a good pass there for Carter Johnson. The freshman hurls it out of bounds to nobody. And that will turn it over and give it back to Canton Galva with 5:29 remaining. Sylvan Lucas has limited their turnovers in the second half. They had 12 in the first, only 2 this half so far. Mastery Working past the defender, and Zach Ryan, I believe, is going to get him with a hand check. It will be on Ryan. That will be his second personal. And that is team foul number. I don't think we're to the 1-and-1 yet.
Looks like the final foul before the bonus. Yes. They're going to inbounds it from the sideline.
So 6 apiece for both squads. 5:19 remaining, 51-43 our score. Mastery having a little trouble inbounding. And they'll get the 5 count. They had a little movement going, but they were trying to work it inside. And Sylvan did some nice sagging defense that time, really denied the pass to the lane.
They had an inbounds play from the sideline, but the one recipient they tried to get the ball to was not open.
10th turnover for Canton Galva. They lead by 8. Now another turnover, speak of the devil. 15th turnover on the night for Sylvan Lucas. So both teams exchange empty possessions, bang, bang.
And this is a time in the game, late enough in the game, where Sylvan can't afford to not cash in after holding the Eagles scoreless in the previous possession.
McManus, baseline. He's going to get fouled. Actually, whoa, they'll call an offensive foul. Going to say McManus through the arm bar. No, they're going to hit Jet Vincent. Holy cow. 3rd foul on Jet Vincent, and he's picked all 3 of those fouls up in the last 2 minutes.
He was down on the block posting, and I think his positioning they called as an offensive foul, perhaps a moving screen.
And there, that time, Dole just threw the arm bar. Coach O'Connor saw it, let out a bellow. I don't blame him. I could see that one even from here. Now, Dole just loses it off his foot, but saving it inbounds is Drace Walter. Now, a heavy pass that time. Pancos tries to force it down low to Lawson. It's picked up and stolen away by Canton Galva. Maltby down low, finishing at the cup. Wyatt Collins, 4 points this half, 6 overall. And
great possession for the Eagles.
Yep, Jeff Starkey, head coach of Sylvan Lucas, wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 10-point game, Canton Galva by 10. Back in a minute on KMPK.
Samuels to our exceptional team of family medicine physicians and providers. Dr. Samuels returns to Kansas from Minnesota and is welcoming patients of all ages. She has special interest in family care, pediatrics, and chronic disease management. Give us a call to establish patient status with Dr. Samuels at 620-241-7400.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting you all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the Station Coffee and Bakery open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee fixes. Coffee closes at 4, except on Wednesdays we drink caffeine till 8 p.m. Don't forget about our delicious brick oven pizzas. We are your one-stop shop for your family and friends to gather and enjoy great food and a unique atmosphere. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Mix 96.7.
4:19 remaining here from semifinal action, Class 1A Division I boys. Chris Shank, Matt Baxter, 10-point advantage for Canton Galva. And what do the Eagles have to do, Matt, to get this thing across the line?
Well, credit to the Eagles on that previous possession. They were up by 8 points and got the ball in close for a 2-foot bank shot, which is what I would like to take when I have an 8-point lead.
Big storyline as well. Jet Vincent did not have a foul until a couple minutes ago, and he's picked up 3 in quick succession. Now take inside, maybe out of control. Homewood shot rattles off, no good. Now Mastery with it, does not have numbers. Walters all over him. McManus kick to the corner. Vincent for 3, shot off, no good. Rebound Collins, and he gets hammered. Matt Lawson will get his second personal foul, and it'll send the big man Wyatt Collins to the line. This will be his first trip to the free throw line. He's got 6 points tonight on the season, 3rd leading scorer for the Eagles.
He also has at least 3 offensive rebounds, and those are very valuable here in the 4th quarter.
First free throw off the heel of the rim, no good. So we stay 10-point lead for Canton Galva. Canton Galva basketball brought to you in part by Canton Lockers by HCI. the Hub in Mound Ridge, the Maury Clinic of Salina, Crable's Meats, and the Farmers State Bank, just to name a few. Second free throw up and good for Collins. And a stoppage of play. So the ball tipped out of bounds by Canton Galva. It will stay with Sylvan Lucas, and Coach Starkey wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 3:38 remaining, 54-43. Canton Galva with the lead. Back in a minute on Mix 96.7.
360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas. Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
See Eric Rector in downtown Mound Ridge or call him at 620-345-2700. Ag 360 Insurance, serving the rural communities we live in.
Ag 360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas. Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
Ag 360 Inman. Call Darren Eddy at 620-755-6023 or Cody Moores at 620-755-7779.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back to Goessel. Turnover there as Lawson loses it in the paint. Coming up with it is Maltby all the way to the cup. Right side laying good for Garrett Maltby. Maltby now with 8 points, and the lead now 13, which I believe is the largest of the evening for Canton Galva. A miss, but picking up his own rebound, Dole. He'll miss the second shot. Now a tray up top off the rim. Lawson, good position, and he finishes for his basket. He's the leading scorer tonight for Sylvan Lucas.
3 offensive rebounds in that possession alone for Sylvan Lucas.
Now a pass in the corner to Vincent. They leave him all alone. Jet Vincent's shot rattles off. What effort. McManus gets the offensive rebound in the paint. And Coach O'Connor hollering to kind of take your time as the Eagles with an 11-point lead, 2:45 remaining. They have the luxury of being able to be patient. Vincent posts up inside and finishes inside. Jet Vincent continues to stuff the stat sheet. 13-point lead for Canton Galva.
Vincent catches that basketball on the block, and I would wish anybody luck to stop him from that point.
Kick to the corner. Drace Walter eyes the three, now backs out. Far side with it, Pancost. Pancost to Dole. One of the heroes tonight for Sylvan Lucas. Pancost, Dole, fadeaway baseline up and good. And Valden Dole, 12 points tonight, 7 this half, cuts it back to an 11-point game. Under 2 to play, 11-point lead. Canton Galva's got to get across half court. Maltby does leisurely after it looked like there was going to be a 10 count. Now a dump down pass to Wyatt Collins. Collins now with 9 points, just below his season average. It's a 13-point lead for Canton Galva. Trey on the way. Dole, he buries it. That's his 3rd tray of the night. And Coach Starkey wants a timeout after the make. 10-point game, 60-50. We'll thank a couple sponsors here real quick. Farmers State Bank of Galva, by Great Plains Federal Credit Union in Hillsborough and McPherson. Ag 360 Insurance by Rod's Tire and Service, Prairie Land Partners in McPherson. Crable's Meats, HCI, Canton Locker, the Maury Clinic in Salina, and the Hub and Mound Ridge. We'll take a look here at the break after these 2 games and the Hillsborough and McPherson Dental Care scoreboard update. And we've got scores coming in from Class 4A all the way down to 1A Division II and all points between. And Matt, your thoughts, Buck 41.
Well, Sylvan Lucas obviously needs to score some points, but the issue is, while they put the ball in the hoop, they cannot stop Canton Galva. So until they do so, they're not going to be able to break into that 10-point margin.
So some full court pressure now being applied by Sylvan Lucas. Looks to be the diamond press. They lob it down the floor. Ediger checks in, and he gets it to Maltby, and Maltby's going to be fouled. Great job by Maltby to draw contact as he's fired the shot.
Canton Galva was ready. They had their press breaker And after about 3 passes later, we're trying to shoot a layup. Now he's going to shoot 2 free throws.
The foul will be whistled on Pancost. That's his third. 2 of the starters for Sylvan Lucas with 3 fouls, Pancost and Dole. First free throw rattles off for Maltby. Maltby now 1 of 3 from the stripe tonight. The senior with 8 points this evening. He's the second leading scorer on the season for Canton Galva. He drops that one in, he's got 9. The lead back to 11 for the Eagles, 61-50, under a minute and a half to play. Dole will fire an off-balance 3, and Sylvan able to board it. The putback no good. Rebound heavily contested, hitting the deck. Zach Ryan comes up with it. And a timeout's going to be given to Coach O'Connor, because for a moment over there, Maltby had it. A great heads-up play made by Coach O'Connor.
Lawson did the difficult thing. He got the rebound, but he failed to convert on the putback.
So we'll take a timeout, be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Canton Galva basketball on the HCC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless.
Canton Lockers has been a top choice for quality meat processing for over 50 years. Gentleman Joe Allen and Miss Nikki have continued the tradition of providing custom meat slaughtering and processing with outstanding reviews. Canton Lockers is known for their insurmountable customer service, first-class meat processing methods, and highly competitive pricing. Visit Canton Lockers at 131 North Main Street in Canton today and let Gentleman Joe, Miss Nikki, and the crew help you put the highest standards of meats on your dinner table tonight.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back to the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Come by, let's be friends. 11-point lead to reset things. Canton Galva with the basketball. They have an 11-point lead. The arrow favors Sylvan Lucas. Foul situations, both teams in the bonus. 8 fouls on the Mustangs, 7 on Canton Galva. It'll be Mastery set to inbound the basketball, the senior point. Hasn't done a lot of scoring, but he does a really good job distributing now. Jet Vincent, nice pass down low, and smart move as Edgar gives up a guarded 3 opportunity, but he'll have it stolen away. Great effort that time by Carter Johnson. Now with it, Dole fadeaway shot. He did not have numbers, and nice job by the senior Dole realizing he didn't have numbers. That cuts the lead to 9, 61-52. Canton Galva, unfortunately, with the ball in the corner. They get it to Jet Vincent. Vincent now 3-on-1 fast break. Maltby to the cup. Shot off, no good. Rebound, Vincent, and he'll hurl a prayer underneath, but draw the contact. And he's going to go to the free throw line for the second time tonight.
Vincent made the pass to try and get the assist, and when the layup was missed, he was right there to get the offensive rebound.
So Vincent, we mentioned 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. Cashes his 3rd free throw of the evening.
It's a beautiful shot.
Well above his scoring average. I'm going to have to get out the abacus here, Matt, to total up his final total. And now Coach O'Connor working into the bench a little bit, getting the senior Preston Minson, the 5'9 senior, in for the first time tonight. Vincent misses the second one. Rebound will be collected by Zach Ryan for Sylvan Lucas. Dole with it. Under 30 to play. 62-52. 3 missed. Mastery clears the glass for Canton Galva. Now a reach foul will be committed by Valdon Dole. It'll be Dole's 4th personal. And Dole having a night himself. 17 points this evening for the senior. And something we haven't really hit on yet, Matt, but all these guys, and Dole's going to be checked out of the game by Coach Starkey. You know, you get to this time of the year, Matt, all these guys, years of effort, and for the seniors on these floors, half of them are going to go home at the end of each night.
We see a lot of emotion out here on the court, and it's a tough thing to go through. You played basketball not just for 4 years, but for many, many more before high school as well. And credit to both of these coaches, Coach Starkey and O'Connor. 2 outstanding teams, but O'Connor had the upper hand. Whenever Coach Starkey would mix it up in the half court or in the full court press, Coach O'Connor's team was ready.
And Coach Starkey's going to sub in Both coaches clearing their benches right now to get all their other youngsters on the floor. 63-53 as Mastery hit the first free throw. So both teams getting all their guys on. Second free throw up and good for Mastery. He's going to finish the game with 6. And so inbounding for Sylvan Lucas is Colton Palmer out there with his teammates Vance Dole. Near side with the basketball is Colton Palmer. Good pressure defense being played by Walker Nightingale. Ball goes out of bounds. Trying to save it back into play is Clinton Buttenoff. It'll go out of bounds and it will go to Canton Galva. 12-point lead, 12 seconds remaining. Inbounding is Minson. Running point now is Jaden Ediger. 5 seconds remaining. And your Canton Galva Eagles are going to be victorious this evening. They will pick up win number 16 on the season as they will dispatch the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs in a hard-fought game, 64-52. We will take a timeout as we begin your Rise Up Reno postgame. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7.
Game show. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, promoting healthy youth behaviors and strengthening families. Find resources at riseupreno.org. Rise Up Reno.
For over 80 years, Home Communications Incorporated has served loyal customers across central Kansas. As a technology leader in rural communications, HCI provides quality telephone service, broadband and TV services via state-of-the-art fiber and facilities. HCI also provides customized security and surveillance systems to fit your home or business. Call HCI today, 1-800-362-9336. Home Communications Incorporated, technology that connects you to the world.
Allen Samuels & Hutch is proud to support our community and local businesses, and we promise to continue to do so. Follow us on Facebook and join in our weekly giveaways. Check out our website at allensamuelshutch.com for our new inventory arriving daily. And remember, Ladies' Day is every Tuesday for discounted oil changes, tire rotation, and a free car wash. Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine and Hutch. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
The Bethany College Athletic Department strives to educate, develop, and challenge its students. Bethany Swedes connect with the community, develop key character traits, maintain healthy, mental, spiritual, and physical lifestyles while leading lives of faith, learning, and service. Bethany College belongs to the NAIA and a member of the KCAC with teams in 22 sports in the fall, winter, and spring. For a complete schedule of events, go to BethanySwedes.com. Integrity, hospitality, community, excellence, Bethany College.
I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine.
At Farmer State Bank, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, Farmer State Bank is ready to help you grow your business, and that will help this community grow as well. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back to the Allen Samuels broadcast booth in Goessel. As game number 1 of our doubleheader has gone final. The second-seeded Canton Galva Eagles pick up win number 16 of the season, punching their ticket over an athletic Sylvan Lucas team, 64-52. And before we take a look at those stats, Matt, your thoughts on that contest?
Really fun basketball game to watch. Both teams, in my mind, very well coached. You had plenty of offensive ability, talent on both teams. And maybe what I enjoyed the most was while each team is going to have a first, second, third option perhaps on the offensive end, these teams had guys who were willing to fill their roles, maybe as a rebounder. Certainly everybody could defend tonight in the game. A playmaker, a passer. Canton Galva had players that filled their roles and as did Sylvan Lucas, but Canton Galva had just a little bit higher level of firepower on the offensive end.
And speaking of that firepower, we have it down. Jet Vincent tonight, 29 points tonight, and doing that against a team in a sub-state semifinal. He wasn't doing that against a one-win team. You know, Sylvan Lucas came in with 14 wins. I mean, it was a well-coached, and they had some athletes over there for Sylvan Lucas. So, and you know that the scouting report, you know, for everybody when they're going to play Canton Galva, it's going to be, we need to slow down Jet Vincent. So anytime somebody gets that high in the postseason, it really says something about their athleticism and their abilities.
You can tell the high athleticism, and of course, like we talked, he's going to go to a Division I football program. But I think players like that often they want to play the better team. I think I could imagine he maybe perhaps can get bored with a much weaker opponent, but he likes to pick up his game even higher against the better competition.
No doubt. In his 29 points, he's the lone player for Canton Galva to get to double figures. They had two guys just outside of it, but we'll get into some of the individual stats in just a moment. But we want to set the table a little bit. We'll get into it in a moment. Of course, the next game coming up is going to be the 1-5 matchup, as it'll be Elyria Christian who comes in tonight 17-3. They're the champions of the Wheat State League. They're going to be taking on the Goessel Bluebirds, who got to 500 with a nice win here against Solomon back on Friday last week, 47-35. So we have the opportunity for an all-Wheat State League final. Well, it will be an all-Wheat State League final since Goessel and Elyria Christian both in the Wheat State. So there'll be no secrets for that championship on Saturday night.
And Elyria Christian has a little better track record, so to speak, since the season began back in December. However, Goessel's on their home floor, and who knows what might happen.
Yep, all bets are off when you get to the postseason. So we'll take a look now at your statistics from game number 1. First, for the team that falls short tonight, Sylvan Lucas. They get 2 players to double figures here in the first half. Valdon Dahl, leading scorer, he finishes with 17. One of the seniors, Matt Lawson, finishes with 15. Lane Homewood next down the line with 9. Zach Ryan with 8 points. All of those were in the first half. And Harlan Pankos finishes with 2, as Sylvan Lucas will finish their season with a 14-7 record. For the victorious Canton Galva Eagles, under head coach Larry O'Connor, he picks up career win number 373 all time with that victory tonight, and they move to 16-6 on the season. Jet Vincent, the Colorado State signee for football, finishes with 29 points. Wyatt Collins and Garrett Maltby both finish with 9. Down the line scoring, Kason Mastery and Jaden Ediger both with 6, and Lane McManus finishes with 5, as 6 players get into the books for Canton Galva. So like we mentioned, it'll be Canton Galva taking on the winner of Elyria Christian and Goessel, our next game coming up here on Mix 96.7. Want to thank one final time all of our Canton Galva sponsors that helped to bring you tonight's broadcast. Again, Ag 360 Insurance by Canton Lockers, HCI of Galva, the Maury Clinic in Salina, the Hub in Mound Ridge, Crable's Meats in McPherson, Freyland Partners, Rod's Tire and Service, Farmers State Bank, and by Great Plains Federal Credit Union in Hillsborough and McPherson. We're going to sit back in the studios and take a little break, and then we'll be back for your second game of our doubleheader featuring Elyria Christian and Goessel in about 19 minutes. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7 KMPK.
CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Next Tech Wireless, the fastest wireless network in Kansas. Shop for the
so Mitchell,
and devices at the best prices.
Yes.
Can we take a break now?
Sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so yeah, I'd play some spots, and I need to get to work on our charts for the next game, so let me do that. And we got about 17 minutes, so I'll let you handle it however you want to.
Christian School Eagles on your highest standards of academic, spiritual, and sports excellence. Congratulations, both boys and girls, for a tremendous this basketball season. We thank you for letting us sponsor and support you.
Is that paper again?
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and budget suited for your needs. Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
Some drivers think comfort is found in leather seats or dual climate control, but for 40 million American motorists, comfort is knowing they have a State Farm agent who's always there, providing personal service at a competitive rate. So talk to me, State Farm agent Galen Shields, and I'll make sure you get the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. After all, any insurance company can promise you a good price, but nobody takes care of you like a State Farm agent. Call me, Galen Shields, and I'll prove it.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Enjoy always homemade favorites and weekly specials at Water's Edge Restaurant and Catering in Heston. It's simply the best for comfort food classics or unique seasonal flavors. Check out their Thursday night specials and customizable catering options too. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Follow them on Facebook and view the menu at watersedgeheston.com. With dine-in or curbside to-go service, they've got your cravings covered morning, noon, and Thursday night.
If you're looking for a late starting college class, Hutchinson Community College may have what you need. It's not too late to get enrolled. We have classes starting throughout the semester. Call 620-665-3535 or email myfuture@hutchcc.edu today. For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Discover everything Great Plains Federal Credit Union has to offer. From savings and checking accounts to retirement planning and loan services, we want to be your full-service financial partner. Great Plains Federal Credit Union with locations in Salina, Abilene, McPherson, and Hillsborough. Member NCUA.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by the Goessel High School Booster Club as it helps support the academic, athletic, and activity programs, as well as promoting school spirit and good sportsmanship at Goessel High School. Go Bluebirds from the Goessel High School
Are you
Booster
good with
Club.
1 minute, or do you want longer?
We all have to pay taxes, but a tax strategy can help
Yeah, that's fine.
your money and feel more confident in your financial goals. I'm Mike Cohen.
And I'm Sonia Hicks with Rise Private Wealth Management, a private wealth advisory practice from Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. And we'll work with you and your tax professional to create a plan that may improve your financial situation.
Call us today at 620-241-8055, 100 South Main Street, McPherson, Kansas.
Ameriprise Financial doesn't offer tax or legal advice. Consult with a tax advisor or attorney. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
Are you building a house?
I tell you what, go ahead and put a few more in there if that's okay, bud.
That's Schmidt Electric.
Will do.
620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
Elyria Christian School's vision is to provide a Christian education that excels in spiritual and academic instruction. Elyria Christian School partners with parents to train young people with a biblical worldview. For more details, go to ecseagles.us.
If you're looking for a local family-owned company to handle your residential and commercial trash service, call Unruh Brothers Waste of Great Bend today. They offer service 7 days a week to Barton, Hodgman, Pawnee, and Stafford counties. Visit unruhbrotherswaste.com for more info.
Mitchell?
Early morning, out of sight.
Unruh Brothers shouldn't be on this game.
Unruh Brothers Waste.
Yeah, he wasn't available tonight.
Say what?
He wasn't available tonight. I'm doing 2 games.
No, the Unruh Brothers Waste spot shouldn't be on this game.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Proud supporter of high school athletics.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
At Hometown Outdoor Power, we sell tires and a whole lot more. We've been providing services to North Central Kansas for over 20 years to keep your vehicle in optimal condition all year. Services include front-end alignment, brake, and shock replacement, along with all your tire needs. Additional services include lube oil filter and AC service. Check out what else we have to offer at hometownoutdoorpower.com or stop in and see us in our McPherson store. Hometown Outdoor Power. We sell tires and a whole lot more.
Don't feel bad if you're not a phone expert.
You good with 1 minute now?
Okay, that sounds great.
Wireless will help you in the transition to step by step. Want to customize the screen? We've got you. Have questions about some of the functions? We're happy to help. You're not just another number. Come see us today, and we'll get you to the best phone for your needs. We're friends. We're neighbors. We are Kansas. Next Tech Wireless.
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Central Kansas, including all the schools that we serve. Living rural shouldn't mean you have to live with less. At IdeaTech, our goal is to bring you a fast, secure network with unlimited data right to the neck of the prairie with the freedom to use it any way you need it. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over courtside in Goessel. Game number 1 of our 1A Division I doubleheader in sub-state semifinal action is in the books. Canton Galva defeating Sylvan Lucas 64-52, so it ensures that we will have an all-Wheat State League final as we have the champions of the Wheat State League, the Elyria Christian Eagles, will be taking on the Goessel Bluebirds here to see who punched their ticket to Saturday night. Good evening, Chris Shank. My color commentator is Matt Baxter. Our studio engineer back in McPherson is Mitchell Bruce, and you are listening now to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Well, these two schools, of course, matched up in the regular season a couple of times, and it was Elyria Christian getting the better between the two. The last time these two schools played was back on February 7th, and Elyria Christian defeated Goessel 58-34 in what I believe was their lone meeting of the season. So before we get into talking about the matchup, we want to thank some of the great sponsors from McPherson and Marion County helping to make tonight's contest on the radio happen for Elyria Christian, the Furniture Store of Kansas by Elyria Christian School, as well as State Farm agent Galen Shields in McPherson, Ag 360 Insurance, and Wildcat Agri Services down in Sedgwick. From Goessel, you have both construction, as well as the Hub, IdeaTech, Schmidt Electric, the Goessel Booster Club, Hillsboro Hardware, the Hillsboro Free Press, Countryside Feed, Ag Service, Ag Power Inc. CarQuest, by State Farm agent Becky Walsh in Hillsboro and Marion, by Great Plains Federal Credit Union, the Heston Bakery and Cafe, Rod's Tire and Service, and Midway Motors. So we'll take a look now at these two squads facing off this evening. Second matchup of the season between these two. Again, Goessel comes into tonight's game with a 10-10 record on the season. They got to 500 with their victory against Solomon last Friday night in the all-Justin Cope battle. Of course, we were talking with Coach Cope on the way up here, longtime football coach here in Goessel and now making his home in Solomon. And it was a 12-point victory for Goessel here earlier.
He spent time, won a lot of football games as a head coach, and spent time in a town I'm not too far, or from not too far, Baileyville. I believe he won at least one state championship there.
So that set up the matchup. Elyria Christian got the bye with that 17-3 record. Elyria Christian has not lost a game since the 14th of February on Valentine's Day. They lost by 4 to Berean Academy down at Elbing, 40-36. Elyria Christian's only other losses on the season were to Sedgwick, 30-24 back in early December. And then the very first game of the season, they fell to Mount Ridge, 61-30. We're talking, of course, we have to make a note, talking about high school basketball in this part of the world. Head coach Vance Unrau, been the head coach at Mount Ridge for 35 or 36 years, over 550 career wins. He's retiring at the end of the season. So when you look at who Elyria Christian's losses are to, you're talking to Vance Unrau at Mount Ridge, Sedgwick, Coach Darren Crumrine, who's been there forever, and then you're talking about Lewis Wiebe. So their only 3 losses were to three of the legends in high school basketball in the heart of America and this part of the world.
Three outstanding coaches who've coached a lot of seasons, and I'd have to get the calculator out to calculate their number of victories, as well as numerous state championships.
So that leads us into talking about this matchup. And Coach Zach Goodrich, the head coach of Elyria Christian, he's in his 7th season. He's got a pretty impressive record, 111-47. So well above 500. He'll be taking on longtime head coach Curtis Gurr here at Goessel. He comes in with 123 wins and 143 losses in this Wheat State matchup. So we'll take one more timeout as we continue the Midway Motors drive to the game. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7.
See Road to a Championship
How long
presented
would
by
you like?
Next Tech Wireless. Hutchinson Community College, a reputation of excellence for more than 90 years. Learn more at hutchcc.edu.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting you all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the Station Coffee and Bakery open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee fixes. Coffee closes at 4, except on Wednesdays we drink caffeine till 8 p.m. Don't forget about our delicious brick oven pizzas. We are your one-stop shop for your family and friends to gather and enjoy great food and a unique atmosphere. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Hillsboro Hardware, 125 North Main in Hillsboro
30 seconds.
offers Best Look by Sherwin-Williams paint with color-matching capabilities. You'll also find Milwaukee Power Tools, Gravely ZTR mowers, carry-on trailers, a wide range of lawn and garden, home improvement, and household products too. If it isn't in stock, check out HillsboroHardwareKS.com with a free ship-to-store option. Hillsboro Hardware, 125 North Main in Hillsboro, 620-947-2575.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back courtside here at Goessel. 1A Division I Boys Sub-State semifinal action. Game number 1 in the books. Canton Galva has advanced. They'll take on the winner of this game. We're going to take a quick look at your McPherson and Hillsboro Dental Care scoreboard update as we've got games going final all across the Adasha Sports Network. The action we have in 3A coming your way from Lions as the Haven boys advance. They defeat Cheney tonight 59-41. So Haven will be in the sub-state championship game in Class 3A out there. Taking a look at 2A action. In 2A girls action, Brean Academy defeats Mound Ridge 45-20. We don't have a final on the Hillsboro game yet because that's the 2A game that's coming up. It's the late game at Hillsboro, so that game will be following. It's over on Kicks Country 106. In Class 4A action at the Roundhouse, McPherson leading Andale 28-13. And then taking a look at some other 2A action, this would be 2A girls. If Hillsboro is able to win tonight, they will take on the Bennington Lady Bulldogs as Bennington defeats Chase County 46-41. And in Class 1A Division I action from Little River, Maxville runs away with it, sending the Central Plains Oilers to spring sports, defeating the Oilers 64-36. And again, we'll try to keep you updated throughout the evening on some of the other scores on the McPherson and Hillsboro Dental Care scoreboard updates this evening. Well, we're less than 4 minutes away from tip-off. We didn't get a chance to talk much about the atmosphere, Matt, in the first game, but, Sylvan Lucas, it's a long haul down from that part of the state down here. There was a very nice crowd on hand watching the Mustangs. Obviously, a huge crowd from Canton Galva. But here in this game, with Elyria Christian and Goessel, you can definitely feel Goessel's the home team, as the Goessel side of the gym full of blue and white, and the Elyria Christian side full of people in their green and blue, ready to cheer on their Eagles.
Earlier at 6 o'clock there for the first tip-off, I'd say the gym was perhaps 2/3 full, and now I'd say we're pushing more about 90% full, and I'm going to guess by the time this game gets going, we will have a full gymnasium.
So it should be a great electric atmosphere. Again, the winner of this game will take on Canton Galva tomorrow night at 7:30. We'll have both the girls championship tomorrow we believe will be here on Mix 96.7. You can go to Adash Radio's either Facebook page, the Adash Radio McPherson page, or the Adash Radio Hutch page, as we'll have the complete broadcast schedule with the game graphics and everything. Once all these games go final and we can sort through it to see which games we'll have on which stations. On the girls' side tomorrow, the championship game will feature the Canton-Galva Lady Eagles. We'll be taking on Sylvan Lucas. That'll be the earlier game tomorrow. It will tip at 5:30. So the boys' game, the championship, should tip around 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Well, we will take one final timeout. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7.
What do you see when you look at your home?
How long would you like?
Do you see a bundle? A combo deal?
Maybe like a minute, minute and a half.
But a State
I'll
Farm
do that.
agent sees so much
Okay.
more.
Okay.
Because a State
Perfect.
Farm agent
Yep, I'll
sees
mark.
your
Yep.
home and your car as more than just 4 walls and 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really
I
hard
let Brandon know about the
so why
Unruh
not give them the
brothers.
protection they
Okay.
See State Farm agent Becky Walsh in Hillsboro and Marion today.
How do you make your favorite Mexican dish even better? By enjoying it with friends and family at La Fagata Mexican Restaurant. Enjoy sizzling fajitas,
2,
tamales,
3,
or their popular street tacos. There's
15,
quesadillas
24,
or carne asada. Need to unwind at the end of a long
13.
day? Grab some friends and chill out over delicious appetizers, including nachos or chips and salsa. La Fagata Mexican Restaurant on North Main in McPherson. La Fagata, authentic Mexican
We'll give out your cell phone numbers so people can call you.
But it's inside every pound of the Countryside Feed family of feed rations. Livestock nutrition mixed so meticulously that even when delivered by the ton, these ingredients are measured precisely to the ounce. And that shows up in more pounds at the scale and more milk in the tank. To learn more, go to CountrysideFeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality feed.
We're going to go to the national anthem. So if we come back during it,
Mix
we'll
97.
Okay. We'll let it go. Welcome back. Courtside here in Goessel. 1A Division I Boys Sub-State semifinal coming your way here momentarily between Elyria Christian and Goessel. And we're getting ready to pause for the national anthem. The Goessel Pep Band will be performing it here. Wonderful rendition of our national anthem there by the Goessel Pep Band to get us ready for the Sub-State Championship game between Elyria Christian and Goessel. Chris Shank, Matt Baxter, and we will get your starting lineups here. We will start first with the visitors, who are the home team, which that's going to be confusing tonight. Goessel is the road team because they're the lower seeded team, but we'll give you that starting lineups now, right now. Starting lineup for the Bluebirds goes as follows. Number 3, the 5'6" senior, Jacob Weens. Third leading scorer on the team, averaging 6.3 a game. Next down the line, starting number 4, the 5'10" junior, Noah Schrog, the leading scorer this season for the Bluebirds. Also starting this evening, number 12, a 6' senior, Caleb Burkholder. Number 14, a 5'9" senior, second leading scorer on the season, Josiah Lapp. And the final starter for the Goessel Bluebirds is Grant Bryant, a 5'9" senior wearing number 20. Head coach of the Bluebirds is Curtis Girth. In his 12th season, 123 and 145. They are 10-10 on the season, 5-4 in the Wheat State League to come into tonight's contest. They're in their road blues with white numerals and white trim. Starting lineup now for the home team this evening, the number 1 seeded Elyria Christian Eagles under head coach Zach Goodrich in his 7th year, 111-47. They are the undefeated champions of the Wheat State League with a spotless 9-0 record in league play. The starting lineup for the Eagles goes as follows. Number 2, a 6'1" junior, Alex Robertson, the second leading scorer on the season. Number 3, a 6' junior, Johnny Unruh. Also starting this evening, number 13, a 6'1" sophomore, Landon Schneider, the leading scorer on the season. The 6'3" sophomore standout, number 15, Ty Romero, and Andrew Huxman, the 6'1" sophomore, wearing number 24. The Elyria Christian Eagles, one of the things, talking with Coach Goodrich before the game, one of the things he's really proud about, Matt, his team is averaging 14 assists this season, which is a pretty impressive stat. He talks about how just good they are at sharing the basketball, and their defense, they've only been allowing 34 points per game.
Best teams, best teams to defend play together, and if you have that many assists game after game, that is certainly one of their high qualities.
All right, we're about ready for tip-off. Elyria Christian will be shooting at the north bucket, so they'll be working from right to left. Goessel will be shooting at the south hoop, so they'll be working from left to right. Elyria Christian is in their home whites with blue writing, silver numerals, and blue trim. And we're about ready for tip-off here from Goessel. It's underway. Opening tip will be controlled by the Eagles. With it underneath, and a foul immediately has taken it strong to the rack. Had one of my starters mixed up there. The foul will be on Jacob Weens. So it'll be his first personal. And at the free throw line will be James Schott. We missed him in the starting lineup, but Schott, 6'1" junior, first free throw rattles off, no good. So he remains scoreless. Just 5 ticks into this game. Ore shooting some free throws, Matt. Second free throw up and good for Schott. So an early 1-0 lead. James Schott will be the defender out high. A man-to-man look for the Eagles. They are pressuring way high on the perimeter. Strong take along the baseline, rolls off for Schrog, but then the putback will be up for Grant Bryant. And it's 2-1, Goessel with the early lead now. Out high with it is Unruh. Unruh near side to Romero. 3 on the way for Unruh, off the mark, no good. It's going to go over the backboard, so that will give the ball to Goessel with 7:18 left to go here in the first. 2-1 our score.
Elyria Christian, certainly a team playing man-to-man in the half court, and they are forcing to the sideline, which is a pretty common approach, sideline baseline.
So with it here on the near side is Schrog. Ball loose on the deck. Coming up with the loose basketball. Great hustle that time by Landon Schneider. They'll get it in transition the other way. Shot on the way. Rolls off. No good for Schott. Kick out pass 3 for Robertson. Off. No good. Rebound collected by Schrog. Schrog in transition. Dishes to his teammate Josiah Lapp. He lays it in for 2. And Goessel with an early 4-1 lead.
Nice transition bucket. Rebound, outlet pass, and 2 passes later layup.
So working it is Ty Romero. He'll fire a tray, rattles off, no good. Rebound collected by Josiah Lapp for Goessel. Lapp with some quickness now tries to lob one into the near corner to Jacob Weens. Pass deflected by one of the Elyria Christian Eagles. So it will stay with Goessel here with 6:17 left to go in the first. 4-1 our score. Goessel in the near corner will lob it. Now out on the perimeter to Weens. Weens goes into the corner to Schrag, whose tray off, no good. Rebound collected by Ty Romero for Elyria Christian. Shot. Kick over to the far side to Robertson. Robertson crossover dribble. Near side to his teammate Unruh. Unruh dribbles to the near block, backs it on out. Now with it shot, working baseline, gets past the defender. Great job by James Schott to generate his own shot there. Pardon the pun, and it's 4-3.
Nice left-handed dribble. As we can do the baseline, and then he improved his angle for a shot off the backboard.
Looking inside is Lapp. Now weaving inside some defenders is Burkholder, and now a turnover, and both teams will exchange turnovers. As once Romero came up with the basketball, he stepped on the baseline, and that turnover will give it back to Goessel with 5.5 left to go in the first. 4-3, Goessel with the lead over Elyria Christian. Dribble penetration by Bryant, putting his head down, Josiah Lapp, and he's going to get called for the carry. So that's the second turnover this evening for Goessel.
Had one of those calls in the first game, if I recall, near half court.
So walking the ball, or jogging it now across half court, is Romero. Romero running point, near side wing to Schott. Schott now up top to Schneider. Romero, reversal near side. Unruh cashes his first bucket of the night. And Elyria Christian now with their second lead of the night, now 6-4.
Nice quick ball reversal. It looked like there was a screen set at the elbow. Catch and shoot, three-point basket.
Working on the perimeter is Schrag. He'll kick near side, takes baseline is Lapp. He'll drain the floater from about 6 feet along the baseline. That ties us up at 6 apiece. 4:34 left to go here in quarter number 1. Again, the winner will take on Canton Galva tomorrow evening here in Goessel for the chance to go to United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. Floater, free throw line, Romero off, no good. Herculean effort in the paint. Getting the defensive rebound is Bryant for Goessel. Now a quick tray is Noah Schrag. That's the first tray of the night for Goessel, and they retake the lead 9-6 as we go under the halfway point here in the first quarter.
Impressive. He caught that ball one pass and had his feet ready to elevate.
Speaking of elevation, Unruh takes it in, now misses. Rebound batted outside. 3 missed for Elyria Christian. So now Goessel will walk it across the half-court line. 9-6 our score, 3:39 left to go here in the first. At the high post, and they try to dump it to a cutting Jacob Weens. Goes off his fingertips, no good. Some substitutions for both sides. For Elyria Christian, Caleb Laney, the 5'6" senior, will check in. And for Goessel, Jack Nickel will enter the game for the first time tonight. And we'll try to get you the other player's name and number here shortly. It is... I missed it. Laney. Dribble penetration baseline, loses the handle on it. It goes out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Schrag of Goessel. So we'll stay with Elyria Christian. Laney to key it in underneath the bucket, left lane line. He'll dish it outside to Robertson. Now on the perimeter to Schott. Schott at the keyhole, takes it in the paint, kick out. Now Laney, nice no-look pass down low. Schott gives up the shot, kicks out top, and a wide-open 3 for Alex Robertson. His first basket of the night, second tray of the night for Elyria Christian. We're tied at 9s.
Not afraid to jack the three-point basket, and they've been successful. At least 4 different players with three-point attempts thus far.
Curling up top for Goessel is Coy Smith. Now loose basketball will be picked back up, nearly stolen away by Elyria Christian. Another 3 on the way for Schrag, off the heel, no good. Rebound collected by Robertson for Elyria Christian. He'll dish to Unruh. Unruh will cross the half-court stripe. 2 1/4 left to go, first quarter. 9 all our score here from Goessel. 1A Division I semifinal action. Working the dribble. Floater, baseline, Unruh up and good. Johnny Unruh 5 points already. He averages 12 a game, and you can see why. Nice looking touch there for the junior. Penetration by Bryant. He'll kick out to his teammate Burkholder. Now near side wing with it, Schrag. Back up top now to Burkholder. Kick into the corner to Smith. Smith dumps it down low to Burkholder. He gets cut off inside by Robertson. About a 12-footer off the mark, no good for Bryant. Now another 3 for Weens, off the mark, no good. Excuse me, that was Schrag that launched the tray and missed. But it'll be Elyria Christian with the defensive board to change possession. Under a minute and a half to go, 11-9 our score. Elyria with the lead and the basketball. On the perimeter, it is Unruh to Laney. Laney working the dribble, backs out, top of the key, far side to Schneider. Schneider dribbles in, loses his footing, gets the ball away before he travels with it. Now Laney curls into the lane. Shot just from inside the arc, missing there for Schneider. Will be defensively boarded by Jack Nickel for Goessel. Under a minute to play here in quarter number 1, 11-9. Close game between these two Wheat State rivals. 50 seconds remaining. Schrag works baseline. Now a steal by Laney. Third turnover of the night for Goessel, and Laney will lay it in for 2. The senior with the run out off his own steal, 13-9.
Nice anticipation. Trying to get that pass, that reversal pass, and turn it into a layup.
Out high with it is Bryant. Into the corner with it. Schrag will launch a guarded 3. He'll miss, but his teammate will pick up the loose basketball, Caleb Burkholder, and he'll drop one in the paint to pull Goessel back within a bucket, 13-11. 10 seconds left to go here in the first. Working the dribble, left lane line is Unruh. 4 seconds left. Laney will launch a prayer off the heel. It goes in the paint. Schneider boards it and scores it at the buzzer. Landon Schneider, great offensive rebound and putback, and we have your score at the end of 1. It is Elyria Christian 15, Goessel 11. We'll be back for your second quarter action after this quarter break on KMPK.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting you all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the Station Coffee and Bakery open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee fixes. Coffee closes at 4, except on Wednesdays we drink caffeine till 8 p.m. Don't forget about our delicious brick oven pizzas. We are your one-stop shop for your family and friends to gather and enjoy great food and a unique atmosphere. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Young, and my husband Joey and I are strong believers in the power of community journalism, which is why we're bringing local quality news back to Newton. Harvey County Now is your hometown paper, covering everything from local sports to local politics to local events, and highlighting the heart of Newton. To subscribe or get more information, go to harveycountynow.com and be a part of Newton Now.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over to Goessel. 15-11. Elyria Christian with the lead. It'll be Goessel basketball to open this second quarter. Again, winner take all. Winner heads to the championship game tomorrow night here in Goessel. Ball batted into the backcourt, but saved safely by Schrag. Weens works the dribble, now pass batted back into Schrag's face. Great effort that time by Elyria Christian's Huxman. And a 3 in the near corner will be cashed in there by Coy Smith.
Nice pass by James Schott, penetrating into the lane, finding his teammate in the corner.
So with it out high is Romero. Now up top with it is Huxman. Now dribble penetration. Romero gets past his defenders. Great floater in the paint for Romero. That's his first points of the entire game. Romero, leading scorer on the season for Elyria, averaging 17 a game. 17-14 our score, 7:10 remaining. Ball will go out of bounds. Last touched by an Elyria Christian Eagle, so it will stay with Goessel. Inbounding for Goessel will be Noah Schrag. Schrag will inbound to Nickel. He'll kick to Weens. Schrag working one-on-one against the defender, Johnny Unruh. In the corner, 3 on the way. I think that one was partially blocked, Matt.
Partially tipped, yeah, about 5 feet shy of the rim.
Coming up with a loose basketball is Silas Redenbaugh. Now all the way to the cup, shot rolls off, no good by Johnny Unruh. It'll be collected defensively by Jack Nickel for Goessel.
Unruh with a nice read, put the ball on the hardwood, but missed the layup.
17-14. And now a walk is going to get called on Josiah Lapp. The pass was a little off the mark, and so I think he just shuffled the feet as he tried to collect it.
Yeah, the shot fake was kind of out of rhythm and resulted in a travel.
6:25 left to go here in the second. Walking it across half court is Romero. Romero working one-on-one against Schrag. Far side with it is Robertson. Robertson works off a screen set by Redenbaugh. Now they'll go in the corner to Huxman. Dumped down inside. Redenbaugh did a fantastic job of waiting for the defender to clear, but now he'll lose it out of bounds. So that turnover will be the second of the evening on Elyria Christian. Turnover battle right now being won by Elyria, with Goessel having 3 to Elyria's 2.
A real nice post-entry pass, but Redenbaugh could not convert off the backboard.
So shot will return for Redenbaugh. 2 minutes down, 6 remaining here in the second. 17-14 still. Elyria has led for the majority of this contest. Pull up 3 on the way for Schrag off the heel, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to keep it with Goessel. They'll say last touch by Alex Robertson, as he was one of the Elyria Christian defenders that went airborne trying to haul in that defensive board. Both teams working their benches fairly significantly here in this first half, Matt.
Yeah, they're depending on the bench and have about an 8 to 9 player rotation.
In the first game this evening, both teams didn't work their benches very much, and this one's been a revolving door of players. Bryant with it, out high to Smith. Into the corner it goes to Lapp. Lapp now puts it on the deck a couple times. Gets cut off, now kicks out to Burkholder. Burkholder loses the basketball, doesn't have his dribble. He'll kick it back out to Smith.
Good defense by Elyria Christian. They move their feet and they help each other.
Yeah, they do a really good job keeping back to the basket. Like you said, that side-to-side shuffling. Shot along the baseline, up and good there for Josiah Lapp. 6 points now for him to lead all scorers.
Which makes for an outstanding offensive possession because the defense was there, but Lapp converted the 15-foot jumper.
5 minutes remaining, 17-16. Elyria Christian clinging to their 1-point lead. Into the corner it goes to Schott. Schott directing some traffic. They'll go up top to Romero between the rings. Now back to Schott. Schott, good move, but great recovery that time by Grant Bryant. 3 on the way for Johnny Unruh, his second tray of the day. Third tray for Elyria Christian, lead back to 4, 2016.
Great ball movement. Got a skip pass from the corner. Hand on the ball.
And Ty Romero, even though he's the leading scorer for Elyria, he's a very active player defensively for the Eagles. And I think Elyria, do they switch to a zone there?
I thought that a couple possessions ago, but I think that with Goessel not moving a whole lot, I think they're still in a man-to-man.
Well, we will keep it here. We'll thank some of our sponsors bringing you tonight's contest, to make sure if you know any folks at any of these places, you make sure and tell them thank you for helping to bring Goessel and Elyria Christian basketball on the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. They include the Furniture Store of Kansas by Elyria Christian School, State Farm Agent Galen Shields by Ag 360 Insurance, Wildcat Agri-Services of Sedgwick, Both Construction by The Hub, Idea Tech, Schmidt Electric, the Goessel Booster Club, Hillsboro Hardware, the Hillsboro Free Press, Countryside Feed, Ag Service, Ag Power Inc. CarQuest, State Farm Agent Becky Walsh in Hillsboro and Marion, by Great Plains Federal Credit Union in Hillsboro and McPherson, the Heston Bakery and Cafe, Rod's Tire and Service of Hillsboro, and by Midway Motors. Chris Shank, Matt Baxter, 4:13 left to go first half. Foul situation, just one foul called in the game. It was on Goessel. The arrow favoring Elyria Christian right now. It's Goessel basketball here in the half court.
Both teams trying to dribble penetrate, the old dribble and kick. That's been their repeated attempt on the offensive end thus far.
Now inbounded safely to Burkholder. They'll pass it back to Weens. Weens will back it out to Bryant. Bryant works off a screen set by Burkholder. Dish back outside to Weens. Picking up his dribble out high is Bryant. And now you talked about Gospel's having trouble moving the basketball. They're making a concerted effort out of this timeout to really work it. Good movement. Elyria Christian doing a good job shuffling, keeping the offensive players in front of him. Dish near side, working it on the deck is Lapp. He'll be cut off. He'll kick back out to Burkholder. Into the corner, back to Lapp. And now a tie-in foul. Caleb Laney's going to get called for the first foul of the evening for Elyria Christian, as he tried to defend the post-entry pass and just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
I was going to credit James Shaw defensively there until the foul took place, but he not afraid to move his feet and get his backside down near the court.
So under 3.5 we go, 20-16, Elyria Christian by 4. 3 on the way for Schrag. Does not fall. Rebound defensively collected by Schneider for Elyria Christian. Up the floor with it is Schott. And now a near steal, and it will almost a steal, as it was Caleb Burkholder.
Great effort.
Denying that pass, was able to strip it, but it goes out of bounds, so it will stay with Elyria Christian. Caleb Laney running point now for the Eagles. Far side wing with it is Unruh. Unruh puts it on the deck, gets to the free throw line. Nice dish down low to Schneider, and Landon Schneider gets his second basket of the night, and the lead is now 6, 22-16.
Nice crossover dribble by Unruh before he attacked the top of the key and made the bounce pass.
Working the dribble is Burkholder. Now 3 on the way, banks off, no good. I thought Lapp was going to bank one in there. Pushing it down the floor is Laney. Caleb into the corner to his teammate Unruh, back out to Laney. Coach Goodrich directing some traffic for the Eagles here. Still 22-16, 2:15 left to go in the second. In the short corner, Schneider gives up the open look, back out to Laney. Laney squares things up, hands off to Unruh. Pass is going to be stolen away. That's the third turnover tonight for Elyria Christian. Run out, try, shot, no good. Rebound offensively, Lapp. And a blocking foul is going to get called on Laney. That's one of those calls where the Goessel faithful across the way are happy. The Elyria Christian folks, maybe not so much.
Laney was in good position. The call probably could have went either way.
Both fouls for Elyria on Laney, so Caleb Laney, they'll keep him on the floor. Coach Goodrich rolling the dice a little bit. He's not a starter, but one of the point guards. Down low with it, fadeaway shot for Schrag, off the mark, no good. Long rebound, nearly pulled down in the corner by the Grant Bryant effort there, but it'll go off of Laney's hip on the baseline, so it will set up a Goessel inbound.
Credit to Goessel. They're after the loose ball, which is why they still have possession.
Out high with it, the Frank Martin inbound, out high to Grant Bryant. Bryant tries to hit a cutting Josiah Lapp, but passed just a little too far for Lapp to haul in. That turnover will be Goessel's 4th of the evening. And I'll give it back to Elyria Christian as we approach the 92nd mark here in the first half. Elyria Christian by 6, 22-16. Romero tries to get a screen, now goes near side corner to Robertson. His 3 off the mark. The putback on the way for Huxman doesn't fall. Rebound now defensively. Grant Bryant up the floor. Run out try. Lay in try. No good for Weeds as it falls off the rim. Now Laney with it the other way. Elyria Christian does not have numbers. Romero, NBA 3 off the heel. No good. Rebound. Lapp. Both teams with multiple empty possessions there. Near side with it is Weens. Now Schrag with it out high, 55 seconds left. His 3 rattles off, no good. And Caleb Laney will board it. Coach Goodrich giving some instructions to Caleb Laney as they'll slow it down a little bit here. Maybe try to hold for the last possession with them having a 3-possession lead here in the half.
Goessel in a sagging zone. I think Elyria Christian will probably be successful here. Down to 30 seconds.
And an errant pass, as it was Alex Robertson who tried to lob one over the top to Huxman. Huxman didn't see it coming, and it goes into the Goessel bench.
That may have been a jinx on my part.
Yes. 26.9 seconds left to go here, first half. 22-16. Goessel hanging tough.
Valuable possession here to end the first half for Goessel.
Of course, Elyria Christian, the only ranked team on the boys' side in this sub-state. 7th ranked team in Class 1A D1. Now a steal. Be the 5th turnover for Goessel with it the other way. Shot rattles off the rim, no good. Rebound, Burkholder. He's going to fall out of bounds along the baseline. I think they're going to say he was pushed by an Eagle. Let's see what the officials call here with 1.1 remaining. The foul will be on James Schott, his first, 3rd team foul on Elyria Christian.
And nice sportsmanship by Johnny Unruh, helping up his opponent.
Goessel's going to have to settle for a catch and shoot. They get one off, and it rattles off, no good. And we have reached the half. Your score at the half, Elyria Christian 22, Goessel 16. We'll take a timeout as we begin your halftime report. You're listening to the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7 KMPK.
This is the Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Hutchinson Community College, a reputation of excellence for more than 90 years. Learn more at hutchcc.edu.
Even when you know the end is near, saying goodbye can be difficult. Hospice and Home Care of Reno County can help your family. Focus on making the time you have left the best it can be, whether it's at home, in a nursing facility, or in the comfortable atmosphere of Hospice House. The hospice staff will help guide you through those difficult decisions. Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, your local not-for-profit agency, serving a 50-mile radius of Hutchinson, a member of Hutchinson Regional Healthcare System.
If you want high-quality dental care with a gentle touch and a pleasant atmosphere, come visit us at McPherson Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best dental care around. From regular cleanings to fillings, dental implants, or any teeth extractions, we are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-241-5000 to help schedule your next appointment, or check us out online at McPhersonDentalCare.com. McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Well, coming up on Saturday on 94.7 KSKU, the KU men's basketball team has clinched the Big 12 championship for the 17th time under Bill Self as Texas fell to TCU, but that still sets up one big final matchup in the regular season as KU wants to take good momentum into the Big 12 tournament and defeat Texas. They will play the Longhorns in Austin, and you can hear pregame coverage starting with the Crimson and Blue pregame show starting at 1:30. Tip-off is at 3. The K-State Wildcats finish off their season on the road in Morgantown, West Virginia against the Mountaineers. The 11th-ranked Wildcats now 23-7 overall after their victory over Oklahoma. They're 11-6 in Big 12 play. They actually jumped up to the number 2 seed in the Big 12, so they'll want to hang on to that, and it will give them a better chance at getting the number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament as well. The Wildcats and Mountaineers tip off at 1 o'clock. Also coming up on Sunday, the Wichita State Shockers close out their regular season. Shockers play host to South Florida at Koch Arena, and a victory would lock up the number 6 seed in the AAC tournament for the Shockers. Shockers coming off a loss that snapped a 5-game road winning streak for Wichita State as they fell to the number 1 seed Houston Cougars 83-66. And you can hear the Shockers versus South Florida on Kansas Rocks 100.3 as pregame gets underway at noon. And of course, we'll have plenty of coverage from Hutch CC's Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless as it's Sub-State Championship Saturday, and we'll be at various sites for girls and boys Sub-State Championship games for the right to go to the state tournament starting next week. We'll have our complete schedule out, and you can check that schedule using the AdAstraRadio.com website or the Ad Astra Radio Facebook page and our Ad Astra Radio Twitter handle. I'm Scott Miller with a look at your halftime scores.
1 minute.
Let's get you back out to your Sub-State playoff games.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting you all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the Station Coffee and Bakery open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee fixes. Coffee closes at 4, except on Wednesdays we drink caffeine till 8 p.m. Don't forget about our delicious brick oven pizzas. We are your one-stop shop for your family and friends to gather and enjoy great food and a unique atmosphere. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Ag 360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas. Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
See Eric Rector in downtown Mound Ridge or call him at 620-345-2700. Ag 360 Insurance, serving the rural communities we live in.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back to Goessel. Second game of our doubleheader here is at the half with the 7th-ranked Elyria Christian Eagles, 17-3 on the season, leading the 10-10 Goessel Bloopers 22-16. And before we take a look at the Hillsborough and McPherson Dental Care score updates, and before we take a look at the stats, Matt, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, just a contrast in games compared to the game earlier tonight that began at 6 o'clock. You've got 2 teams that play a lot of people. I don't know, we may have had even 10 enter the game for the home team. And both teams want to dribble penetrate and create for their teammates, kind of dribble and kick it out. Certainly a lot of three-point attempts, but as far as the amount of points, still very comparable to the first half of the 6 o'clock game.
No doubt about it. You talked about those threes. Take a look at individual statistics. Goessel with 2 threes in the first half and Elyria Christian with 9. So that's one of the differences here in the first half. So we'll run down the individual stats now for both teams. Oh.
I would even add, if you could look at the foul totals, and in this second game of the evening, we have a total of, I believe, 4 fouls. And if you compare that to the earlier game where both teams were in the bonus, and I think you can attribute that to just the incredible high level of defense earlier. Not to discredit the teams in the later game on their defense, but it's just a little bit more of a lax half-court man-to-man.
You're exactly right. And, and the turnovers, too. You know, there hasn't been as many turnovers here in this first half of this game. Goessel with 5 turnovers at the half. Elyria Christian with 3. And take a look at the individual scoring. First for Elyria Christian, since they have the lead, they had 6 players score in the first half. They're led by their second leading scorer on the season, Johnny Unruh, with 8 points. One of the storylines for them, Ty Romero, who's their leading scorer on the season, averaging 17 points a game. He had 1 basket in that first half. So they are holding Ty Romero down scoring-wise. A couple other guys that have scored this evening for Elyria Christian, Alex Robertson and James Schott both with 3, Landon Schneider with 4, and Caleb Laney with 2. For Goessel, all the scoring being done by 4 of their starters. Leading scorer at the half, Josiah Lapp, second leading scorer on the season. He has 6. Boy Smith and Noah Schrog both with 3, and Grant Bryant and Caleb Burkholter both with 2. Again, 22-16 our score at the half. We will take a look now at your Hillsborough and McPherson Dental Care scoreboard update, and then take one final timeout. At the end of 1, up the road in Class 2A girls action at Hillsborough. Hillsborough leading Sacred Heart 14-9. In Class 1A Division 1 action from Little River, The Little River guys and Pratt Skyline, I believe, are tied at 17 apiece. In Class 2A girls action from Sterling, Remington leading Inman 29 to 26. And our last score we had out of Burton in 1A Division II action was Central Christian leading their opponent 31 to 26. We'll take one more 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with second half action. You're listening to the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7.
Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Next Tech Wireless, the fastest wireless network in Kansas. Shop for the latest phones and devices at the best prices.
I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine.
Hey, congratulations, Elyria Christian School Eagles, on your high standards of academic, spiritual, and sports excellence. Congratulations, both boys and girls, for a tremendous basketball season. We thank you for letting us sponsor and support you, the Furniture Store of Kansas in McPherson.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting you all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the Station Coffee and Bakery open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee fixes. Coffee closes at 4, except on Wednesdays we drink caffeine till 8 p.m. Don't forget about our delicious brick oven pizzas. We are your one-stop shop for your family and friends to gather and enjoy great food and a unique atmosphere. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson, enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
Stop by Heston Bakery and Cafe, Heston's hometown cafe, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. Open every day of the week. They serve an assortment of baked goods, specialty coffees, sandwiches,
15.
soups, salads, and desserts for dine-in, carry-out, and for all your catering needs. Stop in and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere, or view the menu and order online for convenient quick pickup at HestonBakeryandCafe.com.
Mix 96.7.
So we get the second half underway. Ty Romero had only scored one basket in the first half. He scores here early on. It's 24-16 here to open up the third quarter. A three launched for Elyria Christian does not fall. They get the offensive rebound to keep possession. Romero with it now, backs out. Romero again with 4 points, averaging 17 a night. Three on the way for Romero, rattles off, no good. Rebound defensively there for Noah Schrog. Now a turnover, that's turnover number 6 on Goessel. And after the turnover, it'll be Noah Schrog getting called for the foul. Actually, no, they're going to put the foul on Caleb Burkholter, excuse me. That'll be his first. So 24-16, Elyria Christian with an opportunity to try to make this a double-digit lead. Romero, floater, baseline, rattles off, no good. Good defensive rebound there for Schrog. A little full-court pressure, melts back into the half-court for Elyria Christian. Now a pass that's partially tipped out high. Great effort that time by Unruh hitting the deck, and Coach Gurr wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 6:34 left to go in the third. Elyria Christian 24, Goessel 16. Back after this 30-second timeout on Mix 96.7.
It is found in leather seats or dual climate control. But for 40 million American motorists, comfort is knowing they have a State Farm agent who's always there, providing personal service at a competitive rate. So talk to me, State Farm agent Galen Shields, and I'll make sure you get the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. After all, any insurance company can promise you a good price, but nobody takes care of you like a State Farm agent. Call me, Galen Shields, and I'll prove it.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back courtside, the Allen Samuels broadcast booth in Goessel. Chris Shank, Matt Baxter, and what do you think of the second half?
Coming out of that halftime locker room, Elyria Christian was ready to get things going, and they kind of caught Goessel off guard. Hopefully this timeout for Goessel will get them back up to speed.
So with it on the perimeter is Grant Bryant working it on the edge. Now be working baseline is Schrag. Shot inside, missed. Rebound defensively by James Schott. Kick to the corner, far side. Robertson now a three on the way. Romero gets the shooter's roll. We talked about it, only 2 points at the half. He's got 7 now.
And credit the backspin on his shot, because the three-point ball rarely will go off of the rim twice and then into the hoop.
Now trying to get a steal, there's Alex Robertson. And they'll get the foul on Jacob Weens as Weens tried to fight to get the pass. So that foul and turnover basically set up there by good defense of Alex Robertson.
Elyria Christian looks like they have about on average 3-inch advantage per player, and it looks like maybe their defensive energy is starting to outdo Goessel's offensive attempt.
Huxman nearly loses it. Good effort that time by Lapp. Far side with it is Robertson. Pass near side, Romero now working baseline. Huxman, great strong take. He did not score in the first half, but the sophomore aggressively drives baseline and scores. They now lead by 13, 29-16.
And that followed an outstanding ball reversal by Elyria Christian.
Pass on the perimeter, tipped around. Another turnover for Goessel. That's at least 8. And Elyria Christian with a chance to build their lead. Huxman to the cup again. This time they'll wave it off. They'll put a charge foul on Huxman. That'll be his first personal. So with a second under 5 to go, it'll give it back to Goessel. That'll be the 4th turnover on Elyria Christian.
And they need to take advantage of that turnover, because Goessel now down by 13. Just a crucial possession, which...
Another steal. Romero, one-man wrecking crew, lost it, stole it, lost it. Both teams exchanged turnovers. 29-16. Good ball moving for Goessel. Short corner shot on the way, missed by Lapp. Will be boarded this time by Huxman for Elyria Christian. Huxman will back it out to Schott. Robertson with the dribble, now back to Schott. Schott directs some traffic, puts it on the deck, gets past the defender. They're going to call him, I believe, for a walk, as he kind of stepped, trying to get by the defender.
He went in the air, but that left foot, those toes touched before he released the pass.
So 29-16 as we're approaching the halfway point here in this third quarter.
Little 1-3-1 zone half-court defense by Elyria Christian.
Something you don't see every day. 3 in the corner on the way for Goessel's Lapp. Off the mark, no good. Huxman with the board. He'll push tempo up the floor and lay it in. Huxman now has had 3 possessions here in this second half. 2 of them he scored on. 1 he took it, or got the charge.
Yeah, impressive effort by Huxman, but Goessel brings it back. I think they're going to get 2 free throws here.
And the foul is going to be whistled on Alex Robertson. That'll be his first personal.
Excuse me, the foul was on the floor.
That'll be the second team foul on the Elyria Christian Eagles. Sorry for that technical difficulty there. Lost power momentarily while we were off the air. I believe Larry Christian scored, right? So, did not see who scored there, but the score now 31-19, 3:06 remaining. Timeout, we will keep it here. Again, thanks to our great sponsors helping make the game possible. The Furniture Store of Kansas by Elyria Christian School, State Farm agent Galen Shields in McPherson, Ag 360 Insurance by Wildcat Agri-Services, Midway Motors, Rod's Tire and Service of Hillsboro by Heston Bakery and Cafe, Great Plains Federal Credit Union by State Farm agent Becky Walsh in Hillsboro and in Marion by Ag Power Inc. CarQuest Ag Service, Countryside Feed, the Hillsboro Free Press, Hillsboro Hardware, the Goessel Booster Club, Goessel alum and Mayor of Buehler, Schmidt Electric, Jake Schmidt, Idea Tech, The Hub, and Both Construction. 31-19 our score. Chris Shank, Matt Baxter, our studio engineer Mitchell Bruce back in the studios in McPherson. Here on the Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. So to reset things, it'll be Elyria Christian basketball here in the half court. 31-19 our score. Out high with it is Huxman. He'll dish to Romero. Romero, nice pass on the baseline. Floater comes up a little bit short there for Schneider. It'll be collected defensively by Goessel.
Nice stop for Goessel on that defensive possession as they try to get into this lead, perhaps making it a single-digit difference.
The lead is at 12. 3 near side launched by Nickel.
Multiple offensive rebounds, but no basket for Goessel. Larry Christian brings it back down for an easy 2-point field goal. No, we're not. After this stuff happened.
Welcome back to Goessel. I believe we're on the air. Sorry with those technical difficulties. Had a cord unplugged behind us. 35-19 our score. Goessel with the basketball. They'll kick to the corner. 3 on the way. They'll rattle off, no good. Rebound collected by Ty Romero. Laney down the floor. 3 on the way for Larry Christian. Shot rattles off, no good. Rebound collected by Grant Bryant for Goessel. 35-19 our score. Now trying to split a couple defenders is Jacob Weens. He's going to be fouled by one of the Eagles that he tried to split there. The foul will go against Caleb Laney. That'll be his 3rd personal. That'll be the 3rd team foul. Foul situation 3 apiece on both squads. Lob out high will go over the head of Grant Bryant. He'll track it down in the backcourt. Ty Romero will come out to pressure him near the half-court circle. Far side wing with it is Smith. Now a long lob pass. Man, Grant Bryant's having a sky. That's a couple passes in a row. Kids had to jump really high. 3 near side. Weens off, no good. Rebound to Larry Christian. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd. 35-19. As Goessel's deficit has continued to grow in this 3rd quarter. A nice strong take to the rim that time by Johnny Unruh. The foul is going to be whistled on Noah Schrag, his 1st, actually 2nd. 4th foul on Goessel with 48.7, so this will send Johnny Unruh to the line. The junior's first free throw up and good. Unruh now with 9 points this evening. If he cashes this one, he gets to double figures.
He did a good job. He had a hesitation dribble on the left wing, and then he continued to the block where he was fouled as he tried to make the layup.
36-19 our score, 48.7 seconds left to go. Second free throw up and good for Unruh. 37-19, the lead has ballooned to 18 points this quarter. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Three on the way, near side. Bryant off the mark, no good. Rebound collected by Redenbaugh for Elyria Christian. Picking up his dribble, his shot. He'll kick it to the steady hand of Caleb Laney. Laney listens to some directions from Coach Goodrich. Being pressured on the perimeter by Grant Bryant. 17 seconds left, still 37-19. You know the Eagles would love to extend this thing to 20 plus. Redenbaugh cutting to the bucket. It's going to get fouled. It'll be on the floor with 9.8 seconds remaining.
It's a nice high pick and roll execution. No free throws yet.
It'll be the fourth personal on Weems. No, they got it third, 5 fouls on Goessel here in this half. And on the inbound, a catch and a foul. Johnny Unruh catches, gets the shot off, and great play. He knew he was drawing contact to just unload and hurl a prayer.
Nice inline, out of bounds play. Little hesitation, then off the screen.
First free throw up and good for Unruh. That foul whistled on Noah Schrog, so two of the starters for Goessel now to the 3 foul mark. 16 fouls on Goessel, so the next one they commit is going to put Elyria in the bonus.
Going to have a sub for the shooter. They're now up over the doubling up Goessel, up by 20.
39-19, 7.9 left. Bryant gets across half court, dishes back to Burkholder. Burkholder, 5-footer in the paint, drops in, and that will close out the quarter. Your score at the end of 3 is Elyria Christian 39, Goessel 21. Back for your exciting fourth quarter after this quarter break on Mix 96.7.
Christian School partners with parents to train young people with a biblical worldview. For more details, go to ecseagles.us.
I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine.
Whether you're faced with a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, or a renovation project, Both Construction provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. Call 386-0528 today. Both Construction, proud supporter of high school athletics.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back over to Goessel. 1 quarter in regulation remaining of the final game of our doubleheader tonight here from Goessel. Chris Shank, Matt Baxter, 39-21. What do you think about this fourth quarter, Matt?
Well, I'm going to give credit, first of all, to the first 3 quarters of this game to Elyria Christian's half-court defense. Their arm length, their ball pressure, it's caused Goessel a lot of headaches.
Shot fired by Goessel, missed by Bryant. Elyria down the floor with it. Laney saves it back into play. He hit the deck hard over there. He is limping. Now with it the other way. 3 on the way for Weems. Rattles off, no good. Rebound to Elyria Christian's Johnny Unruh. He'll lob it down for the run out. James Schott will get cut off before he can get to the cup by Coy Smith. With it is Unruh. Back to Schott. Out high to Laney. Caleb will back it out to the half-court circle in the Bluebird logo here at Goessel. Little underhand pass to the cutting Unruh, and he'll kiss it off the backboard good. And Unruh now with 14 points to lead all scores.
Very nice move by Unruh, and he used that golden net to protect the ball from the defender.
1 minute down, 7 to go. A dribble drive by Josiah Lapp, and he'll get fouled on the way to the rim. It'll be on the floor, I believe, and so this foul will be whistled on Johnny Unruh. That'll be his first personal. That's one of the things foul-wise. Caleb Laney has 3, but all the other fouls for Leary Christian are scattered amongst other players, so nobody in foul trouble other than Laney.
And as you stated earlier, although not a starter, he is a very important part of the Leary Christian offense as their point guard.
Yeah, he's that sixth man that just, you can tell, brings that energy to the floor. 20-point game, 41-21, 6:55 left to go here in the fourth. Crossover dribble now out high between the rings to Lapp. Lapp will back up to the big G at half court. Near side pass, back out to Lapp. Into the corner, Schrog, 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, Laney. He goes right past Noah Schrog. Pass across the way to Romero. Romero kick out. Laney eyes the tray, doesn't take it. But I tell you what, a 3 will be splashed in there for Alex Robertson. Second tray of the night, first basket of the second half. He's got 6, and it's 44-21. And Goessel, another turnover. Now both teams exchanging turnovers there on that little series there. And a foul is going to be committed by Leary Christian after Goessel steals it back.
Great effort by Caleb Burkholder for Goessel. The ball was turned over, and then he prevented the pass down the court, which would have resulted in a layup.
So Schneider gets called for his first foul. That's a fifth team foul on the Leary Christian. Backing his defender up. Fadeaway shot from the block. Near side is Schrog. And the foul will be on Caleb Laney, his fourth. So Coach Goodrich will get Caleb off the floor. He'll replace him with Andrew Huxman. This will send Noah Schrog to the line for the first time tonight. Shooting 2, first free throw a miss. Both teams with 6 fouls. So we got some free throws coming, Matt, if there's any more fouls committed.
Well, that's a free throw they got to cash in on, being down 23 points.
Second free throw for Schrog, up and good. He's got 4 points. That's his first point of the second half. Leading scorer on the year for Goessel, averaging almost 13 a game.
And if you notice, Caleb Laney with 4 fouls, he stays in the game.
So Coach Goodrich valuing his aggressiveness and tenacity. He's going to be pushed out of bounds along the baseline by Noah Schrog. And speaking of fouls, I believe that's Schrog's fourth. And Schrog, one of the juniors for Goessel. He's the only non-senior starter for the Bluebirds. So Gossel's going to lose a lot of their firepower next year. This will send Laney to the line. Caleb had a bucket in the first half. He has not scored in the second half. He's got the front end of the 1-and-1 on the way. And he buries it. Well, coming into tonight's game, Leary Christian have been holding their opponents to 34 points. Matt, do you think Goessel will get over that today?
No, I think they're on pace. They play good team defense and make rebound there on the missed free throw.
Yeah, that rebound hauled in by Schneider, and Laney
makes up for that missed free throw with a 3-point basket.
He's got 6 points. The lead now 48-22, 5.5 left. And a pass to no one. Unfortunately for Burkholder, he thought his teammate Lapp was going to cut to the corner, and he didn't. So it sails into the Goessel cheer squad.
Well, Leary now on the verge of perhaps getting the margin high enough where there may even be a running clock before this game ends.
5:20 remaining, 48-22. Near side with it is Romero. He has had a quiet night for him, 7 points, but some of his teammates have really stepped up offensively. Pass inside to Redenbaugh will be stolen away. That's turnover number 7 for Elyria Christian. Up the floor with it. Euro step, lap, shot misses. Laney clears the glass for the Eagles. Weaves down the floor, underhand pass. 3 on the way for Romero. Rattles off, no good. And Redenbaugh is going to get called for the foul, as he didn't have position that time on Grant Bryant.
Yeah, a silly move by Redenbaugh. He was clearly behind his opponent and reached over his back and pushed him.
So substitution now, as Gavin Robertson, 6'1" sophomore, will see his first action of the game. Grant Bryant will now go to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1, as both teams have eclipsed the 6 foul mark with both 7 apiece. Bryant's front end misses. Rebound hauled in by Redenbaugh. 4:44 remaining. The 3 sailboats on the board, 48-22. Now a steal in the backcourt by Schrag. Schrag takes it to the cup, lays it in. And Coach Gurr wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 48-24, 4:35 remaining. Back in a minute on KMPK.
Utility tractor that runs longer, works harder, and is the best in the business. Look no further than a John Deere from Prairie Land Partners. Right now, when you purchase a 1025R compact tractor with a loader, you get your choice of a free pallet fork, rear blade, or box blade. Plus, Prairie Land Partners offers fast and secure financing. To learn more, stop by or visit them online at prairielandpartners.com.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
Hi, this is James with Idea Tech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Central Kansas, including all the schools that we serve. Living rural shouldn't mean you have to live with less. At Idea Tech, our goal is to bring you a fast, secure network with unlimited data right to the neck of the prairie, with the freedom to use it any way you need it. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Mix 96.7.
Welcome back to the Allen Samuels broadcast booth in Goessel, where Elyria Christian leads 48-24.
Well, it became clear why Coach Goodrich has played Caleb Laney, not a starter, but has played the majority of this game. He exited the game, and his replacement lost control of that ball and turned it over.
So right now, Laney on the bench, Huxman up the floor. Nice dish to Redenbaugh. He gets bumped. Now a 3, top of the key. Robertson, he has 2. 2 Eagles were tied up with each other, and what effort inside. I tell you what, Huxman, I like how strong he is. He is not afraid to shoot through contact.
A lot of rebounds and several on the offensive end.
The foul will be whistled on Coy Smith. That'll be his first. It'll be 8th team foul on the Bluebirds. First free throw up and good for Huxman. He's now got 5 points. 6'1" sophomore off the bench tonight. Now Axton Fields will check in for the first time. The 6-foot junior. He'll replace Silas Redenbaugh. 49-24, 4:20 remaining. Huxman spins it, cashes it. And Elyria Christian tonight has only missed 1 free throw this evening, which, tell you what, that's got to make Coach Goodrich happy.
Well, it makes a difference. While they've only missed 1, I have Goessel here with about...
They've only made 1, so that's kind of the difference. Yeah.
And have had several attempts.
Yeah, Gossel's 1 of 3 from the line. Now a reach foul is going to get called. And the foul will be whistled on Axton Fields. That'll be his first. 8th team foul on Elyria Christian. So with us still above 4 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter, both teams with 8 fouls. The pace of this game might really extend out. Free throw missed. The front end that time by Burkholder. Now out high on the perimeter is Robertson. Nice take. Romero floater, good. Ty Romero now with 9 points. And don't you have this gut feeling that Ty Romero could get up to his season average here pretty quick?
Oh, absolutely.
Now a steal by Romero, spin move, loses it. Huxman comes up with it. Huxman, corner, baseline, good. They try to dish it inside to Fields. It'll go out of bounds. And that will give the ball back to Goessel with 3:42 remaining.
Difficult bounce pass for Fields to handle.
52-24. Again, the winner of this game will take on Canton Galva in the championship tomorrow here at Goessel. Fadeaway shot from the elbow misses there for Schrag. Rebound collected by Huxman. Down the floor with it. Kicks it to his teammate Gavin Robertson, and Axton Fields will score, but they'll wave it off with the trap.
No, I think we may have a substitution timeout.
Oh, substitution time. Okay, so they will give Axton Fields the bucket. All right. Bucket's good. Substitution timeout. We'll get back into motion.
And the clock will run now.
Because we have hit that 30-point differential. 54-24. 3:13 remaining. With it out high is Schrag. Up top to Burkholder. As Goessel weaves it along the perimeter. Far side with it, Burkholder. And Coach Gurr is going to clear the bench. Shot on the far side by Caleb Burkholder. And a substitution as Coach Gurr will get a standing ovation for his Goessel Bluebirds. He has 4 seniors who have just played their last basketball game as a Bluebird. They include Jacob Weens, Caleb Burkholder, Josiah Lapp, and Grant Bryant. So some new faces on the floor. We'll try to talk about all those individuals for both squads. Ty Romero out high. Far side wing with it to Gavin Robertson. Robertson near side to Romero. 3 off the mark, no good. Rebound collected by Goessel's Coy Smith. Far side with it is Roycer Duran. Now eyeing a 3 but not taking is Jake Flaming. Flaming 3 will rattle off, no good, as he'll take it the second go round. Robertson will collect it. That is Blake Robertson for Elyria Christian. There's 3 Robertsons on the sub-state roster for Elyria Christian, so we got to make sure we give the right family member the credit. 3 on the way, splashes in for Ty Romero's second tray of the game. He's got 12. He only had 2 points at the half. He's poured on 10 here in the second.
Beautiful, beautiful 3-point jumper after a crossover dribble.
And now a stoppage of play. I think there was a foul committed. It'll be called on Alex Robertson. That'll be his second personal. Clock continuing to burn off here. At the free throw line will be Jake Flaming. .108 remaining, clock continuing to roll, 57-26. Front end for Flaming, off the mark, no good. Another foul will be called with 57 seconds remaining. This one will be called on Axton Fields. It'll be his second. 48 seconds left, 10th team foul on Elyria Christian, so we're shooting 2 here for the remainder of the game. At the free throw line is Eli Bowden. Bowden's first free throw up and good. The 5'9" junior gets in the scorebook with that make.
And as this final minute ticks off the clock, I tell you, the matchup tomorrow night will be a game you will not want to miss between Elyria Christian and Canton Galva.
It will be a dandy between 2 of the top teams in the Wheat State League. Canton Galva finished 3rd in the league. Little River was second, 57-28. They're going to let it dribble out. And the Elyria Christian Eagles are one step closer to going back to the 1A Division I state tournament as they defeat Goessel tonight by the margin of 57-28. We'll take a timeout as we begin your post-game show. You're listening to the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Mix 96.7 KMPK.
Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Stay tuned for the Rise Up Reno post-game show and the rising star of the game, Rise Up Reno Prevention Network.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting you all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the Station Coffee and Bakery open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee fixes. Coffee closes at 4, except on Wednesdays we drink caffeine till 8 p.m. Don't forget about our delicious brick oven pizzas. We are your one-stop shop for your family and friends to gather and enjoy great food and a unique